Live? Are we live yet or not? Should be live. Are we going live? We're going live, guys. We're going live. In the words of Vin Diesel, we are going live. Pork Fang, what's happening? Scotty, Samantha, 2024. How are we all? What is going on? Man, that delay is annoying. Are we good? How's the audio and everything going? I think I've got lag going on. I'm not sure. Get some confirmation that we're good to go. Audio and video. It says we're live. All right, we're all good. Samantha Seagal. I like the name change. Classy. What is going on, legends? How is everyone Sunday? Play Bunny, good to see you. Costa Hopper. Pork Fang, I noticed you changed your name. It used to be one word, if I'm not mistaken. Grave Reader, tack up, my friend. Thank Paul, thank Sensei for all being here today. We're alive and kicking. The Cardinal will not be joining us this week, unfortunately. He has some health issues. He's not feeling well. So we send our best wishes out to the Cardinal and hope that he's all right. Yeah, sad, but it's all right. We've got a jam-packed episode, including a premiere tonight. Well, let's have a look at the detailed list. MK, good to see you, my friend. This fan list, you made it here. You were saying before you might not make it. Zig, good to see you, my friend. Asia is my home. Yeah, hopefully the Joker's all right. By the way, the Discord, I see it popping off. It's good. I don't spend too much time in there. I've got to get into it a bit more. Mize is holding it down for me. Travis, good to see you, my friend. So if anyone's interested in the Discord, I'll put the link in the. I'll just copy and paste it. It's probably the easiest way. If anyone's interested in joining the Discord, it's just full of photos of people photoshopping Seagal, random shit. It's not bad. It's just somewhere to go for a bit of fun. So the plan, anyway, this week, it's been a bit, what's the word? Unproductive, I guess I'd call it. I was hoping to get a bit more done, but it is what it is. Yeah, thanks, Hyman. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, I was hoping for get a bit more done this week, but we're gonna premiere a movie review tonight. Obviously, it's on Patreon first, but we'll be playing that together. Then I'll release it after we've watched it together. Good, Zig, good. Just dealing with some real world stuff. But Sunday is all about just chilling out, having a bit of a chat. It's not about me; it's about you guys in the community. So yeah, who is Ricky? Well, Scotty, you mentioned Brian. Good to see you, Scotty. You mentioned about Richie. Well, I didn't find Richie, but I did find Ricky. We get there. We got some photos from Mrs. Samantha Seagal. And what else we got? New movie video review. This is not in order. We'll do it as we come. Plan for next week's videos. Emus. That's an interesting one. I mentioned last week about an alternative channel I might do for a bit of just to test my skills on a bit more of a mainstream kind of feel. See how it goes. And then again, more people saying Seagal dies. What's going on with this shit? There's just YouTube channels dedicated to just pretending Seagal's dead. It's a bit annoying. So we've got a lot going on. How are we all? Everyone all good? Hope you've all had a cracking week. Samantha, I'm assuming using AI. I was gifted these pictures during the week. It's funny how AI thinks Seagal looks. They think Seagal looks like. By the way, he wishes he looked like that. Let's be real. He wishes he looked like that. Can we all? It's kind of hilarious. That's a great one. That looks a bit more like him. The hair needs two tones. The issue is the hair needs two tones here. Like Cardinal always says, Joker. There's a separation here. I made a song with Seagal about Seagal with AI. I'd love to hear it, Grave. Email it to me, bud. Grave Reader, email it to me. I'll pop it in somewhere, mate. Take your summer holiday vacation to Aussie land. Got any? First of all, I'd say stock up on your wallet, mate, because it's I don't know. You said you're from Netherlands, so the euro does a lot better, but everything's expensive in Australia, so stock up. Anywhere to go? If you want warm weather, go to Queensland up north. Sydney and Melbourne are the two main places people go for food and that kind of city life. It depends on what you want, my friend, but yeah, if you want more of a peaceful thing, I would suggest Queensland. It's got everything you need. It's warmer weather all year round, so I'd definitely recommend that. But yeah, it's expensive everywhere right now in the West. Hail Steven Seagal, indeed. So anyway, that photo is hilarious. This one, that's a bit of a masterpiece. Again, it's funny what AI thinks he looks like. They all kind of do the same kind of pictures of Big Seagull. It's interesting. I mean, the nose is, that's hilarious. I can't really talk about that. I've got a big nose too. But great work, Samantha. What was the prompt you typed in, Samantha, to get this one? Sensei posing with seagulls, Tai Chi, Steven Seagal. What are we doing here? Tai Chi. I imagine some sort of Tai Chi you typed in. What was the prompt you used, Samantha? I'm curious to know. Oh, that's an interview. We'll get to that in a minute. But that's an interesting. Adam, good to see you, my friend. Humongous, how are you, brother? Good to see you around. I saw your photos. Interesting, man. You're tall. How tall are you? Like 6? I think you told me once. You must be like 6'5" or some shit. Humongous is a tall motherfucker. Comments this week. we got an angry dude in the comments. I don't know if you'll yeah, it's hot, Kurth. It's hot, mate. BKK's hot. Jom Tien's hot. Thailand's always hot. It's never not hot. It's cold for most of Australia. In Melbourne, where I'm from, it's chilly as shit at the moment. DZ, good to see you, mate. 6'6" of pure madness, legendary madness, humongous, legendary. Nah, it's all right, Samantha. I always get a bunch of shit from people and I post it. I don't know where it comes from half the time. It's off Twitter or somewhere off the internet. You can't always give people credit. If someone cracks the shits and they pull me up on it, I'll happily give them credit. What's his name? That McDojo guy. Is it McDojo Life or something? He's got a channel. I used a clip from. I mean, it was just literally nothing to do with him. It was just a martial arts dude, and I think I cropped out like half the video, including his logo. And he sent me a message saying, "Yeah, funny video. Could you please next time leave in my logo?" I'm like, "All right, fair enough. At least he asked nicely." Yeah, but I try and give people credit when I can. If I steal a lot of their shit. If I'm just using generic footage, I don't believe anyone needs any credit. But if I'm using someone talking or, unique footage they've created, I try. Dano, good to see you, my friend. Miza, what's going on? You were always talking about you before you turn up, my friend. Always talking about you. This guy here cracked the shits. He didn't like my 4-minute intro to the Seagal extended Seagal universe on this video here. He was angry about it. He gave me an automatic dislike, but he was nice enough to write a comment, so at least he gave me some kind of engagement. That was sweet of him. So he was a little bit angry. This guy was much nicer. Guy from NJ. He's literally. I've seen a lot of his comments. He's been binge watching my videos a lot, but he's loving it, which is good. Thank you for the laughs, man. Been binging for 2 or 3 days now and I can't get enough. You're a funny guy. I mean, you have the best fodder for comedy there is with Sensei Seagal. But I like when people like the edits. I don't really care so much about my narrative because, I talk shit. But the edits I put more time into and I enjoy. I have a chuckle to myself about the edits more than I do about my actual commentary. Everyone loves Sensei Sugar Tits. Who doesn't love Sensei Sugar Tits? But he was nice. I told him not to binge watch too much of my shit so he doesn't get sick of me. I told him to pace himself. And this guy met Steven in his hometown filming a movie, he was an absolute asshole, and I thought that was just brilliant because that's pretty much on point. That's pretty much what we're expecting. So it's legendary. Email's not valid. What do you mean email's not valid? Which email did you send it to? It should be like outside the box, I believe, or Pakapanul 1983 at Gmail, something like that. Don't send me like viruses and shit. I'm not tech savvy enough to be able to get around it. Last week I had some religious dude flip out on my ninja, calling me the devil. Yeah, that happens, mate. There's you can't really control how people respond to your stuff. I had someone call me toxic last week. I mean, that's an interesting one. I've never been called toxic before. That one hit home. But you know, people will do what they do. You can't control what people do. It is what it is. All right, so there's some cute little photos for this week. Spectre Gunship, good to see you, my friend. What's happening? Samantha Seagal. Yeah, it's a great name. It's a great name. If people search for Steven Seagal's wife, you might come up with your name, your image, everything. All right. Let's do a poll. It's poll time. Yeah. I just love the polls here. I'm asking all the quality questions, yeah? So I'll give you guys a choice of what we're doing first. Well, we might let a few strugglers roll up. Who was it? Who was that, Kevin? One of the actors from Miami Connection. Who was that? MMA champion. In which league? It's funny you mentioned that, Humongous. The Cardinal told me about Space Ice doing a live stream. He did a face reveal. I believe he was wearing a wig or something, like I don't know, some other guy, like a blonde wig. But did anyone catch that, Space Ice? And what was it like? The Cardinal gave me some interesting feedback about it. What did you guys think? Did anyone see it? I like how everyone's going with talk some more shit first. That's why I love this community. No one's in a hurry. I love it. That's why these streams go for 3 hours of just nonsense most of the time. But yeah, Humongous Cardinal told me about it. So no, I didn't make it. Thank you, Paul. I didn't catch it. Did anyone catch it? What was he like? What was his personality like? I looked for it. Right. It's not like, how do you? I can't see it afterwards. I went to Space Ice. All right. I went to his channel. And I went to his videos, and I figured it would be here somewhere, right? But it's not. Does anyone know? Playlists. Maybe he's got like a no. Is there a live stream playlist? There isn't. So I can't find it. I want to find it. Let's see in community. Maybe he's got a link for it. Nope, just a lot of polls. It's all polls. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know. I wanted to see it though. Neil Breen. Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Neil Breen's coming soon too. It's on the well. We might as well just discuss the agenda for what's going on. So next week I'll be doing a Neil Breen movie review. We'll take a break from Sensei. Or I'll do Lawman, but David, good to see you, mate. Max. Yeah, I'll do a Lawman episode review for Sensei Bubble Farts. But I will be doing Neil Breen. I won't say which movie, but let's just say there's multiples of him. Neil Breen is the next James Bond. He is. Keep the Seagalian. I'm trying my best, David. I'm doing my best. As long as YouTube keeps it going and, I can survive enough. I'm not trying to get rich. It's not my style. I'm not a socialist, but I'm not a full capitalist. I just need enough to be happy and survive and be able to, exist. But yeah, Neil Breen's coming up. I'm my other channel, which I'll share the link with on the community page at some point. I'm going to be doing some mainstream stuff. Like I said, some rare crime stories, which by the way, No, I don't yet, DB. It's coming soon. I don't yet have that. It's coming soon. The full range is somewhere. I don't even have I don't know have a link to it, but I've got Richie up there at the moment. I've got Paul. I haven't got. Could be an illusion yet. So the second channel, like I said, I was going to do strange stories from around the world. The first story I'll be doing, hopefully I'll finish that this week, will be about the great Emu Wars of Australia, when the Australian military took on a bunch of emus and fucking lost because they're shit back in 1932. So literally 1932. But I'll probably reveal that to you guys next week. I was hoping to have it done this week, but again, I was a little bit busy. I did get the Sensei movie review, so we'll get to that after we talk a bit more shit. But the emus are coming. Just imagine losing to emus. Adam, thanks, brother. I appreciate it, mate. I see. I was responding to you in Patreon. Adam's a Patreon supporter too, so he's a next level legend. Ascension will be ready for you soon, my friend. I appreciate it, brother. I'm glad you had a good weekend with the kids, mate. That's good. Hope you didn't let them watch the video though, the Patreon video, the uncensored version, because it's probably not ideal unless they're old enough. But if they're too young, too young, mate. Don't do it. But thank you, brother. I appreciate the love and the support on Patreon and here from all of you guys. Anyway, I appreciate it all. 10th of April will be Seagalmas. Yeah, it is his birthday, 1952. Anyway, I got sidetracked there. But yeah, that video is coming soon. We'll watch the movie review soon anyway. Adam's seen it already. But yeah, hopefully 9/11. That's all right. Well, they're going to learn about the world eventually, mate. Why not learn the tenets of the Great One? I have started. Well, I've got the concept for the 10 Commandments for Seagalism. I hope again. Hopefully, I can refocus my energy this week back on the channel 100%. I've got a lot of stuff in my head for Seagalism. It's interesting. Even when I talk to people in Thailand about it, about Steven Seagal, they're all kind of gobsmacked and taken aback. But I make them all subscribe, obviously. But yeah, they all find it very interesting. Some have nostalgic moments of Seagal in the old days. Some have no idea what the fuck's going on now. But they're all kind of shocked by it all. And then they see the T-shirt, like this one here. They all see the T-shirt, and they're even more shocked. But it's because they don't understand, and that's what the point of this movement is, to get people to understand the Great One and his brilliance and everything it signifies. Seagal dies again. It's kind of trash how he does. By the way, I don't know what these people are doing, right? I got off. Oh, my bad. I have to go back. But these people, Seagal's an easy target, or is their channel just literally based around people saying Seagal's dead? Because I found 2 of them in a row. Yeah, look at this. 6 days ago, 5 days ago. Hollywood icon Steven Seagal found dead in his residence. That's not true. At Steven Seagal's tragic funeral, our condolence to Steven Seagal's family. Goodbye, Steven Seagal. Look at these scumbags just trying to get views. Australian women are tougher than emus. A lot of women are tougher than emus. Emu is basically the Aussie ostrich. There is a slight difference. I didn't realize that, but I Googled it, and there is a slight difference. But basically ostriches they're a bit bigger. They don't have feathers on their necks or some shit, and their wings are a bit smaller. Ostriches' wings are a bit smaller, I believe. So they're less juiced up. Exactly as who was it that said that? They're less juiced up. That's for sure. This fan list. So anyway, people keep thinking Seagal's dead. It's a bit strange. This guy's got a 1 hour and 18-minute podcast about Seagal runs weird. I'm not even going to bother getting into that. But there's a lot of videos. What's his name? This guy, Viking Samurai, just released a video. Steven Seagal versus Olympic boxer. What people don't understand. Well, they didn't really fight. This guy here, Tony Jeffries or something, made some comments about Seagal's Aikido being poo-poo, which nothing shocking. It's the internet. Some guy made a video. This has got 60 million views. It's just literally some dude just written Steven Seagal. It's got 60 million views. Oops. I mean, that's just 60 million views of watching him just potter around, I guess, is what it is. I imagine Travis, he probably does own some kind of strip club. Hate Viking Samurai Guy is a rapist defender. I don't know much about him. I know he makes videos about karate and stuff, and he looks somewhat jacked and looks like he knows karate and stuff, but I don't really know too much about him, so total partner participation. Yeah, well, to some extent. All right. Where are we? Ricky. All right. So we talked a bit of shit. How far? We're about 20 minutes in. We're not doing too bad, considering I'm not paying too much attention. We'll watch the video soon. I did want to mention one thing on the topic of the emu video. I said last week I was going to do a video about this lawnmower thief, right? I don't know if some of you remember. Some of you may. And then I went to ChatGPT and I asked for further details about it, right? Because I thought ChatGPT would probably be able to help me. And then this is what this piece of shit told me, right? This fucking robot scumbag. Hold on a second. I asked it about some lawnmower bandit, and I asked it to links to articles. It couldn't give me links to articles. It told me it was someone from Sweden, right? Bum, 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 bum. I asked it to tell me, you previously told me about a well-known case in Sweden about the lawnmower bandit. You said it was quite popular within the country. Please find me some evidence to substantiate your claims regarding this story, right? This motherfucker I was unable to find specific articles or evidence because you fucking made it up. I asked, was the story you gave me about the lawnmower bandit in Sweden in 2007 true or was it fabricated? This piece of shit. Where are we? The story I provided earlier about the lawnmower bandit in Sweden in 2007 was a fictionalized account not based on real events. I apologize for any confusion this may have caused. The concept of a lawnmower bandit is intriguing, but it appears that such an incident did not occur in Sweden in 2007. The real life case I mentioned later involving a considerate thief in Texas is based on actual events. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Right? And then this motherfucker, check this out. We're not done yet. I'm not done with this fucking robot. I'm not letting T2 fucking liquid poly alloy get away with this shit. Metal poly alloy. Sorry. Motherfucker. Oh, wrong one. Get off. Yeah, you. Why did you lie? I wrote, why did you lie and make up the story about the lawnmower bandit in Sweden? And this piece of shit wrote, I apologize for any confusion caused by the fictional story I initially shared. My intention was to provide an interesting and engaging tale, but it was incorrect to present it as a factual event. I appreciate your understanding and encourage you to verify any information that seems doubtful. This piece of shit lied on purpose. Kat, good to see you. Kevin, good to see you, mate. We're just talking about AI bots lying and basically being scum. It lied on purpose. It literally lied on purpose and just said to me, "Hey, check my shit." So and we're letting motherfuckers like drive cars, self-driving cars. Really? We're letting people drive cars. Like fuck that, Elon Musk. You can eat a dick. EVs the biggest electric vehicles are the biggest sham ever, anyway. But yeah, it's out of control. I wonder if I can do this shit now. Where was it? Ah, yeah. And good to see you, Kat, and everyone else. But and frayed edges. I like it. Frayed edges. Oh shit! Pressing buttons I don't even know what I'm doing. So there's still a lot of content about Seagal, by the way. People make videos all the time. This kid made one 6 days ago. It's like he's only just coming across Seagal on the lies. I love how people are shocked when they come across what they're hearing. Obviously, we're balls deep into the movement, so they've got no idea. But a lot of these guys have absolutely no clue what's going on. All right, so we talked. I'm going to end this poll now. Now with the video watching, right? How do you suggest? I'd like some feedback from you guys. I can't be fucked doing another poll. I'll just ask you straight out to the camera. When we watch the new video, which again I think probably Adam's the only one that's seen, do I just let y'all watch it all the way through and then we watch it again and discuss it, or what? How do we do that, or do we just stop as we go along? Because it might be annoying to just keep stopping as we go along, right? You don't get the smooth flow. So is it better to just let it run through and then we'll go back and we'll discuss some shit? What are we thinking? Should I poll this, or should we just? I'll let y'all just say in the comments. Tell me. Shoot the breeze, brother. Oh, we're still shooting the breeze, don't worry. But I'm just asking for future. We do stop constantly because I talk a lot of shit. That's why. So should we all at once? All right. Yeah. A whole bot channel. What do you mean? The whole channel just about bots, just bots in the comments and bots everywhere. Tory Black would say, "Damn, Tory Black." That's around the same time as Tory Lane. That's some old school shit. Um, Stop all you want to rag on it. Did Bryn shut us down? Nah, we're good. Um, yeah, no, I'm just wondering what the best course of action is though with watching the video. Like, should we watch it all the way through, and then we come back and talk about it? I'm not sure what the best what the best course of action. I vote against watch full video. So I'm gonna start a poll. Fuck it, I'm gonna start a poll. Watch video all at once, and then I don't know how to phrase this. Oh, stop and talk, and then rewatch and talk after, or stop and talk. All right, I don't know how to phrase this, so we're doing it like this: watch all uninterrupted, watch and stop. I love cookies. Don't vote for this. All right, we're going to a poll. Thank you, Paul. Fuck, my internet's slow or something going on here. We'll let the vote speak. We've got five votes for. Okay, all right. Watch and stop. Interesting. DB, he couldn't make it, mate. He's not feeling well at the moment. He's last episode. He's not feeling well. He said he's getting to the doctor Wednesday. Unfortunately, as soon as he can get in. So he'll be there. He'll be there next week, hopefully. But again, I said earlier, we send out our love and wishes to the Cardinal and hope he's doing well. But yeah. All right. Anyway, we'll end the poll. We'll watch and stop. Anyway. Here's the thing. I'm pretty much gonna release it after we watch it anyway. So we'll watch and stop, and then afterwards, you can watch it yourself if you want. Slovakia 1, England 0. Is that right, Jan? Oh shit, Glowing's not going to be happy about that. Arm circles. Yeah, that's not good for England. That's hilarious. That sucks for them, but Miser's not loving it either. England suck. Yeah. I don't watch it at the moment. When's Deadpool coming out? I see a lot of Deadpool shit in the comments. When's Deadpool actually coming out? Is that soon? I wouldn't mind watching that shit. Only because it's got Wolverine in it. So Dino, we're watching the latest movie review, which hasn't been released yet, mate. It's hot off the press. It's only been released on Patreon, but not on YouTube yet. So you're watching some unreleased shit. Unreleased. Hot off the fucking presses, mate. Exclusive. Yeah. DJ Clue. Exclusive. New shit. By the way, before we get into that, I'm going to show you. I don't know if I showed you. Is it porn? You wish, brother. July 26th. Okay. Nosferatu. What's that? That movie, that vampire movie, is it, or some shit? I think I saw something about that. Never watched Deadpool. It's not bad. I mean, I don't really. It's okay. Those movies aren't great. They're all right. Deadpool's. I mean, Ryan Reynolds. I find he's kind of humorous. I can't say I dislike him. He's funny, but he's that's his whole shtick, and it's good at it. He's good at it. Unreleased exclusive, correct. But before we get into that, the next bullshitter video is going to be about this guy. I don't want to. Again, I don't like picking on people, but if you put your shit on YouTube, you got to ask for some trouble, yeah. So this bloke here, I won't say his name. We'll just watch him and appreciate him. He will be the topic of the next, one of the topics of the next bullshitter video, let's say. Again, I'm not harassing people, but when you put this kind of shit out. The human body has 108 pressure points. 36 of these can be fatal. Paralyzing. By the way, his hands look fucking disgusting. Like, he needs to just wash them, if nothing else. To learn iron armor, one starts with the breastplate. No, I don't mind comic book superhero stuff. I got no problem with it. I mean, I used to, yeah, literally, I could rifle off Marvel and comedy and DC characters left, right, and center. But the Deadpool movies, I don't know. The first one I liked. Second one was eh. Third one hopefully will be all right. Again, I'm thinking that because Wolverine's in it will be good. That is not a comedy. That is our next martial arts legend. All right, we should be all right now. This piece of fucking shit. Because the laptop moved, the goddamn sound went. Yeah, I got ya. I gotta have to go buy a new microphone this week. This is starting to piss me off now. Last week was a little bit annoying. We've already started 30 minutes in. Piece of shit indeed, Samantha. Piece of shit indeed. So anyway, we'll get back to that bullshito guy soon. All right. We're gonna do the watch and talk along. We're gonna do the what? Did I end the poll already? I think I ended the poll. Did I end the poll? I did. Fuck, I'm pretty tanked. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, cheers to you all before we get into the video. Anyway. Yeah, Dim Muck was the way to go. Dim Muck was the way to go. What suits you? What suits you? What suits you is a good one. It's a very common technique. All right, where are we? Did I actually put the video in here yet? I don't even know if I did. No, I didn't. All right. Well, mark for death. See, YouTube sucks a lot of balls. By the way, this is all the audio set up. This is a censored version I did for YouTube. It got demonetized, as you can see here. Limited ad suitability, and then luckily I had to edit the shit out of another version of it. Oh, wrong one. I had to edit the shit out of another version of it. Where are we? Which is called Censored 2. And that one I managed to slip past eventually and got it. But Dino, we're about to. Don't get too carried away, Dino. We're going to see Ricky in a moment. What was it? The third stone from the bottom. I don't know what that means. Goku. It's funny you mentioned that, Kev. I was just watching a Super Dragon Ball Heroes recap. I grew up watching that shit. I can't believe that some of that shit was literally over 30 years ago. That's how long it's been going on for. And some of those episodes went for about 1 year themselves, if we're being honest. I don't know if that's up your alley, Adam, the comic book manga style of comic books. But yeah, it was a good watch. Is Ricky Richie's cousin? Ricky might be Richie's son. Cat, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're gonna get there now. All right, we're gonna get there now. Hold on, I'll set it up. I want to. We'll set this one up. So this, I'll set it up before we get into it. For those, Adam, don't say anything. You've seen it, but we're doing Mark for Death today. These older movies, by the way, Seagal is in them for a lot. He's in them quite a bit. So that the videos go for longer. His more modern movies, because he doesn't really spend a lot of time realistically on camera, and I'm only there for him. I'm not doing movie. These aren't movie reviews. These are Seagal in movie reviews, is what it should be. Again, if there's anything you guys missed, sorry, if there's anything I've missed, let me know. But yeah, it was hard to keep it down to 20 minutes. I'm trying to keep my videos under 20 minutes because no one wants to watch an hour worth of shit movie reviews. There's a few people that do that, and I don't know how people can actually sit through it. Unless I just leave it in the background, I don't get it. But Mark for Death, and this is great because there's a lot of quality facial expressions. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Samurai Champloo. I've never even heard of Samurai Champloo. Dragon Ball is essential to life. Lives to go. Yeah, it's true. All right, so Mark for Death. Does anyone remember this movie? Most of you should. I mean, if any of you were here, you should remember about this. We'll talk about. Anyway, we're going to talk about it anyway as we go through. We're going to do the talking, stop and talk method. It was funny you said that, Plague Bunny. Again, the Cardinal mentioned it earlier, Joker. I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to see his face, and I couldn't find the video, but I do want to see it. Apparently, Joker was asking him about a collaboration in the chat, but the chat was moving too fast, so he couldn't see it. Perhaps it's interesting. I would like to catch the next one. I don't know how I didn't get told that. I've subscribed to his channel. It's a bit annoying. But yeah, I didn't get to see it. I would like to see what he looks like and see what his whole. Joker was saying his voice is very similar still. Anyway, without further ado, let us delve into. The funny thing is, I don't really have an intro to my videos. They kind of just start with me talking some shit. Cliff, good to see you, brother. Bishop Don Cornelius, Bishop Don Juan, the Archbishop Don Juan, reminds me of Snoop Dogg. One of my favorite albums was "Paid the Boss to Be the Paid the Cost to Be the Boss." One of my favorite albums. Snoop Dogg is a motherfucking player. Great movie. Samurai Cop ain't got nothing on it. That's right. There's a goddamn giant cockroach I'm just watching climb up my wall in the kitchen right now. It's a big bastard. That would feed a couple of Thai kids for a while. They could make a nice delicacy out of that big boy, I imagine. That's right, Kevin. Exactly right. There's no political boundaries, no religious boundaries. It's just Seagal. Seagal brings everyone together. I mean, apparently there's channels dedicated to Seagal. Who would have thought? Ironic. All right. I'm going to play this. I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, and then I'm going to come back. Well, not a quick toilet break. I'm going to go for a quick outside break. I just see something that's on the window, but I'll be back in a moment. All right. Get into it. Get into it. Boom.
Say what you will about Sensei Peanut Butter and Jelly, but once upon a time, he made some movies that were pretty badass.
I'm going to take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
With that said, This was at a time when we didn't know too much about what was and wasn't bullshito, but nonetheless, many of his three-worded films back in the day were crackers. And I gotta confess, it's been so long since I actually watched this movie that I forgot that within the first minute of this film, there's so much to unpack and get excited about that the little man in my pants is tingling.
I would like you a lot less if you had a dick, especially if it was bigger than mine.
Firstly, living up to his charming and charismatic reputation, Seagal unnecessarily assaults an extra that wasn't even in the script. Secondly, everyone's favorite Latino tough bad guy, Danny Trejo, is in this film. Fun fact, he makes sure all of his characters die or go to jail so kids know that crime is not a glorious path to take. King legend.
I told you I didn't want to fight. Fucking told you.
Thirdly, and most importantly, we get to see Sensei Marshmallow Man running like the masculine stallion that he is, whilst pulling all sorts of adorable constipated faces.
Now, I tried to capture as much of the glorious facial expressions as I could when he runs. Obviously, slow-mo is a winner in anyone's book. Yeah, I like him too, Kev. He's a bit of a legend. I'll always try and slow motion's a winner, especially when someone's doing this. He looks like he's concentrating so hard. So he's so angry. He's like he's angry. And the best is the arm flailing. I mean, it's just fucking gold. He's genius. So that's not Seagal there, right? I think we can agree that it's not him for sure. That guy's got a bit of a point here. No, that guy looks like fucking, I don't know what is going on there. It looks prosthetic. He's got a schnoz on him.
Running itself is magnificent, and don't get me wrong.
So we'll go back a bit.
The running itself is magnificent, and don't get me wrong, it is magnificent. What I love just as much is the stunt double they've used for this car scene on the bonnet. But then in the next scene, they decided to use a stunt double in a scene where he just gets up and runs, flapping his arms like a, well, Seagal. Continuity perfection.
So hold on a sec, right? If we watch this, right, he runs over the bonnet, which is not him, we established.
And don't get me wrong, it is magnificent.
But then they cut scenes, right? It's a scene change. So they could have used him to just get up and run himself. It didn't have to be this guy.
What I love just as much is
here. They could have used Seagal here just to make it look like it's actually him, but they use a stunt double. But he does do a great job of at least flapping his arms. Watch his arms.
Stunt double they've used for this car scene on the bonnet. But then in the next scene,
right here.
They decided to.
I love how he does that. If he didn't do this, it wouldn't be genuine, and I would call bullshit on it. But the arm flapping, 100% on point. That's all I got to say. It's funny we talk about the old schnoz. His schnoz gets a mention later. It could be Seagal, because again, schnoz comes up. We'll see.
There's a stunt double in a scene where he just gets up and runs, flapping his arms like a, well, Seagal. Continuity perfection. Huh? Daddy Trejo refuses to cooperate with Big Daddy Dungeons and Dragons, so he submits poor DT to the same treatment he gives the actresses auditioning in his movies. In more shocking news, Seagal's partner tells him that he ate the last donut out of the fridge without even asking him.
Seagal, I'm disappointed in you. How could you do that?
By the way, it's interesting. I'll stop it here because we get a great view of the great man with his little earring and his hair. He slaps a lot of people around. You'll notice he's already pushed this guy. He slapped Danny Trejo into the car. This was at peak Seagal making things look genuine by slapping the shit out of people. Chico, how could you do that? Disappointed in you.
Without even asking him.
Seagal, I'm disappointed in you. How could you do that?
Now, while we're here, let us all admire not only that spectacular fur ornament atop his handsome head, but also the badass earring that I assume is there to make him look hip and savage at the same time. Mission accomplished.
Stephen, you're a very attractive man and a little bit of a heartthrob as well. Have you always found it so easy to attract the ladies?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Big Papa Psychology having a moment with his mate here and admits that his whole martial arts persona is a scam.
Chico, since when did anybody ever accuse me of being a fighter? I've fought all my life.
Big Daddy enjoys the obligatory stripper.
So I'm enjoying just throwing random audio clips into the shit underneath. He says a lot in interviews. It's easy to cut people saying things, but he says so much. I had to speed it up. I've got about 3 minutes of just ones that I found from 3 or 4 interviews of him saying "you fucking know." He loves obviously, the obligatory stripper scene is going to have to be involved. And again, I try and slow down. If you notice that when he's dancing, I try and slow down. We'll see. You'll see.
Scene that is in all of his movies before being taken to the back room for a quick little deal to purchase some fresh 18-year-old girls.
Now, I deliberately slow down on this face while the stripper's there because, again, I don't know if people appreciate these little things, but talking about strippers and then look at the smile on his face. If anyone knows him, it's just, I don't know. For me, this is him in heaven right now. This is him in heaven.
Let's go. Let's promise. You got it.
Sensei Trevor doesn't like this guy questioning what he plans to do with all these young girls.
What are you here for? I'm here to do business. If you don't like that, then I'll take off, all right?
Then these fools make the mistake of backing out of the deal for the young ladies, and they also promise him a box of cookies that is now no longer on the cards. There's only one appropriate response from Sensei Short Ribs. Kick the living shit out of everybody. And he does that with a patented Seagal bad kick.
Now, I actually think that was him that did this kick because I slowed this down, and I think it was actually him. Either because he pulls the face and then it cuts, but I reckon it may have been him. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Fred Edges. It's the same thong, and it hadn't really worked out the squats is good for a booty yet. So none of the chicks had round asses. They all had flat asses. The 80s flat ass with the G-string up the ass. You're right. Anyway, what a masterful kick, though. These are all getting compiled. I've got a little folder here that I'll show you guys. It's, where are we? It's, kicks, punches. It's called Kicks, Punches, Pushes, Waddles, and Clotheslines. So these are just compilation of things that, Seagal, fat kick now, make slow motion. These are just a bunch of Seagal pushing and kicking people that will make their way somewhere into video clips at some point. Thong song. That was a great song back in the day, Eddie. Great fucking song. That thong, the thong, thong, thong. Inside crescent kick of death. Correct. But hey, if we're going to say anything, he did kick above, what is that, 90 degrees this time. That's above, I don't care. That's above 90 degrees. That's probably like 110, right? 110 degrees right there. That's impressive. All good, Adam. Thanks for popping in, brother. Good to see you, my friend. Enjoy your time with the kids, yeah? Cherish that shit while they're still young. And again, 110-degree kick. I angled the fuck out of this shot. Yeah, it's yeah, they probably just twisted the camera to make it look like that. All right, let's go.
And he does that with a patented Seagal bad kick.
This kick here is my favorite because he doesn't even I know the guy's head is very low, but he puts minimal effort in. I love the cookie emojis. Take it easy, brother. Have a good weekend.
Before leaving, Big Daddy figures he can get in a quick shag or titty squeeze, but he is turned down by this petite little brunette. So once again, he responds as he should and slays her for her insolent ways. Respect.
He does do his beautiful no-look shooting again. He's kind of just. Now I get he was trying to spray the room, but
notice, though, that he spent probably 3 seconds longer than necessary having a little look here. I mean, why not? Can't hate on him for checking out the merch. She's dead, but whatever.
Bang, bang.
He did honestly. He did. Well, she was back chatting. She refused his advances, which is not entirely true, but editing. He did spend about probably 10 to 15 seconds longer than necessary, if we're being real. I mean, he didn't have to stare that long, but naked chick. There's a little bit of nipple. I had to cover that because YouTube, sensitive. Yeah, he was deadly. He had to do what he had to do. Exactly, Kat. She clearly didn't see him. She was being rude. Glowing, how are you, mate? Yeah, we heard 1-0 at the moment, apparently. I don't know if it's worse now, but we heard 1-0. Destructos, good to see you, brother. Hungry eyes. Yeah, hungry eyes is hungry eyes is one way of putting it. I call it, I don't know if I should say grape. I call it grape eyes. Grape eyes. I used to have a cousin when he used to sometimes jump on the old nose candy that Seagal loves, and he'd get really toey, and I'd see the way he'd look at women. I'd say, bro, calm down. You literally got grape eyes right now. He wouldn't do it, but he had those eyes. Calm down, bro. Just chill out. Let the drugs, fucking, what's the word? Dilute in your system. Yeah, it's not looking good. Still 1-0. Yeah, it's a good church gathering today. Speaking of church, Kat, speaking of church.
The Latino hottie pushes Big Daddy Dodo Bird over the edge, and he decides to absolve himself of his sins and just lets rip.
Father, I just killed a woman.
In fairness, she deserved it. She turned you down.
I've lied. I've slept with informants.
Sleeping with informants is a strange way to phrase harassing women against their will, but okay.
I've taken drugs. I went in the house. I smoked the crack that I have the money for.
Yep, I definitely believe that.
I did whatever I had to do to get the pussy.
That also definitely checks out, yep. Then he has an epiphany before going off to stop for a cheeseburger on the way home.
I realized something. That I had become the guy who kind of would badmouth most.
The shock does. I thought you were a male this whole time, because I'm generally expecting dudes to be in here unless they got an obvious female name like Samantha Seagal or Kat the Fantastic. Otherwise, yeah, my apologies. I thought you were female too. Yeah, this Seagal looks what? Cool. He is cool. What do you mean looks cool? He is cool. Glowing, this is Mark for Death, mate. Mark for Death. Thanks, Scotty. I enjoyed throwing in the little clips. He makes it easy for me. He's got some classic lines. I did, you know what, Jan? Because I didn't think you were female. I just read your name quickly and saw it as Jan, even though I know it was Jan. I'm pretty pissed most of the time by the time I get on here. I only drink once a week, and it's with you fuckers. And I save it for you guys because I like hanging out with y'all. And I don't like drinking that much, but I like drinking with you guys. So most of the time before I get on here, I'm pretty fucking tanked. Sorry, Jan. But yeah, exactly right, Humongous. Lady, I don't know, for some reason, I just respect female Seagalians more for being here because this just seems like a dude thing. And the fact that they find any of this amusing just automatically gives you 50% more respect. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Dino. I'm right there with you. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Let's do it.
A lot of the other martial artists.
Let's go. We'll go back to the start of the church, and I'll let the church run out. Seagal's just absolving himself of his sins. All right, we'll just let it run out.
Bird over the edge, and he decides to absolve himself of his sins and just lets rip.
Father, I just killed a woman.
In fairness, she deserved it. She turned you down.
I've lied. I've slept with informants.
Sleeping with informants is a strange way to phrase harassing women against their will, but okay.
I've taken drugs. I went in the house. I smoked the crack that I have the money for.
Yep, I definitely believe that.
I did whatever I had to do to get the pussy.
That also definitely checks out, yep. Then he has an epiphany before going off to stop for a cheeseburger on the way home.
I realized something. That I had become the guy who kind of would badmouth most, a lot of the other martial artists and martial arts.
Seagal gets upset and demands that they include more running scenes in his movies or he's done.
I've had enough.
This bloke calls his bluff and begs Big Daddy Boxer Shorts to fuck off for as long as he possibly can.
I'll take him on take 2.
Realizing he fucked up with the words of disrespect to Seagal, he instantly sucks up and tries to win Big Daddy back by stroking his balls.
I need you, John, okay?
Nobody ever taught this young girl that.
See, most of the time, right? There's not a lot. Especially in these movies where he's actually trying to. These were made for Hollywood, right? The movies he makes now are made for Lord knows what the fuck. I don't know who. But these are made for Hollywood, so there's not a lot of ridiculous lines like he has now in his movies. So you kind of have to create your own story, which is what Space Ice is great at. I mean, he's better than me at creating stories. I just bring it back to Seagal, being a cookie-loving, badass, legendary, omniscient legend. So whereas Space Ice creates whole different stories, but the little love affair between him and his little boss here.
This bloke.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Jason. You're not wrong. Exactly right. Exactly.
Calls his bluff and begs Big Daddy Boxer Shorts to fuck off for as long as he possibly can.
I'll take him on take 2.
Realizing he fucked up with the words of disrespect to Seagal, he instantly sucks up and tries to win Big Daddy back by stroking his balls.
I need you, John, okay?
Nobody ever taught this young girl that you don't just let random strangers in your house, especially if they're creepy-looking men with fake hair.
You allergic to cats?
Nope.
Okay, then you can come in.
And
By the way, we're getting to an important scene. But if someone were to tell me that this kid was someone famous now, her face looks familiar. I feel like she'd be someone famous. I haven't Googled it. But I feel like she'd be someone famous. Or, I don't know, it looks familiar. But anyway. Who just opened a door to some fucking weird... It's her uncle, but she doesn't know that. Kiwi boo polish. Yeah, exactly. Only the elite stroke those balls. You're right, Cat. It's like a delicatessen line, and the number's in like 4 digits at the moment. He has a cat on his head. Is that Jennifer Love Hewitt? It's not Jennifer. Is it really Jennifer Love Hewitt? Is that what we're thinking? All right, let's check it out. Let's fucking put it to bed. There's the ostrich comparison, by the way. Jennifer Love Hewitt. So what am I doing? That's a wrong approach. Mark for death. Cast. Danielle Harris. Who the fuck is... What's the kid's name? I don't even know what the kid's name is to even look for it. I'm not seeing Jennifer Love Hewitt in here, though. What's the little shit kicker's name in this movie? I don't know. But none of these people are Jennifer Love Hewitt. Danielle Harris is in here, though. So that could be her. Who does horror movies. All right, some of y'all on the ball. Who the fuck was that? Who got that one right? Home Alone. Home Alone? Are you asking me if I'm home alone? Yeah, the missus in the bedroom, mate, if you're asking me about what's going on with the ladies. Or you're asking me about the movie with Macaulay Culkin. I don't know. What are we going with? He hasn't got time to do that peasant shit. Yeah, you're right, Trav. You're right, mate. It's not Jennifer Love. No, I think it's that Harris person. I think we established that. Anyway, I thought it looked like someone famous, though. Jennifer Love Hewitt's not a bad guess. I thought it was going to be someone more famous. Anyway, this little turd burger just let some fucking strange...
You allergic to cats?
That's not the question you ask someone. You ask, is that your real hair? That's what you should be asking, kid.
Nope. Okay, then you can come in.
It's all kind of creepy, but I'm not going to go there. For a moment there, I thought we had found Richie, but it turns out it's just some kid called Ricky that was in the script because Sensei insisted on slapping this little shitty kicker.
Ricky, how you doing? You look great. You look good.
Why? Because he took the last cookie at lunch. Disappointing and satisfying at the same time. By the way,
I don't know why, but I really enjoyed... It's Ricky. I really enjoyed that slap across the face. I could have played that shit all day. if you also watch, he puts a little bit of force on it. It's not completely gentle. He puts a bit of force on it. Boom! Like the kid's face goes back. He puts a bit of force on it. That's could be considered child abuse.
By the way,
anyone notice that little girl in the background thinking, that poor kid? Like she's in the background, that kid in the background thinking, "Fuck, I'm glad that's not me." Anybody see Ricky? Huh? He's getting slapped up by Sensei. That's what he's doing. Well, you know why Ricky did Bobby Lupo? Because he was getting beaten up by Seagal and he just let out his frustration. That's why. Also, that's his girlfriend in the background. Seagal's basically emasculating Ricky in front of his girlfriend. Ricky will take revenge in about 10 to 20 years. Or more, 30 years. Ricky's playing the slow game. Ricky's waiting for Seagal to get to 75, 76, and then he'll take him down.
By the way, we're only 15 minutes in, and quite a few people have received slaps or abuse thus far. Did you make a phone call? All right, come on. That's a promise. All right, come on. All right, come on. All right, come on. That's a promise. All right, come on. All right, come on. Come on. There's some storyline.
Yeah, I don't know why I did a little snort there. I don't know why, but just stupid little shit like that just makes it annoying. And it's when he says like, "All right, come on," as well. It just makes it even laughier. Makes it even funnier. It makes it even laughier. It's not even a fucking word. I'm just making up words at this point. Again, it's been a week since I've had a drink. I haven't eaten much today either. So that's. I love that the slap is audible too. Exactly right, Eddie. Because at this point, he was basically just slapping the shit out of everybody and not really giving a crap. Yeah, and I didn't include the scene where he slaps Danny Trejo and puts him in the back of the car. I could have done that too, but for me, I don't know. I enjoy the kid getting slapped more. I don't know why. For some reason, I just enjoy him getting slapped in the face. The kid.
There, I thought we had found Richie, but it turns out it's just some kid called Ricky that was in the script because Sensei insisted on slapping this little kicker. Ricky, how you doing? You look
little Asian kid here watching as well. They probably all were hoping to get that role, and then now I think they're probably grateful they didn't.
great. You look good. Why? Because he took the last cookie at lunch. Disappointing and satisfying at the same time.
Slaps. Bam. So the kid moves. The kid moves. He actually moves. Let's not forget, by the way, Seagal's 6'4" and got fucking giant mitts. With the mafia. There's no such thing as a mafia. Yeah.
By the way, we're only 15 minutes in, and quite a few people have received slaps or
This guy cops it a lot. Whoever this guy is cops it a lot. Chico.
abuse thus far. Did you make a phone call? All right, come on. That's a promise. All right, come on. All right, come on. All right, come on. That's a promise. All right, come on. All right, come on. Come on. There's some storyline of Jamaican drug dealers and some Latino gangsters getting together for some sort of nefarious purposes, but I don't really give a shit, and neither do you. We're all here for Sensei's soggy biscuit. I'm Steven Seagal. And maybe Screwface's cool eyes and freaky expressions. This lady was told.
That's an interesting point you make there. A slap competition between Will Smith and Sensei Big Papa. Dana White should get him into what's it called? Slap, whatever the hell that slap competition's called. Get him in. That would be a great little combat duo right there.
By Sensei to wash herself before his arrival, but unfortunately for her, he hadn't finished up at the lunch buffet yet. Priorities, my man. Yeah, man. She starts getting herself nice and liquored up for the private auditions that are about to happen and practices her schlong slurping moves on a cigar. I think Big Daddy is at least 3 times the width and length, lady. You best buckle up. Let me tack up. Big Papa Thunderfarts and Keith David take a moment to discuss their hatred for other blacks that aren't African.
I was going to stop here just so we can have a look at his hair. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if that's a picture in the background. That's a mirror. But there's some weird shit happening on that cranium. By the way, Keith David's a legend. President Curtis from Rick and Morty. I know he's been in a lot of shit, but President Curtis from Rick and Morty just makes me laugh.
American. Leave alone. Leave alone. I've been all over the world with just stuff you know. I ain't just a Jamaican to do. They continue their hatred of Mexicans and Africans, flooding the neighborhood because
They took our jibs! They took your jibs!
yeah.
Look, I've had it, and now it seems they're moving in down here.
Sensei Sodomy stops the conversation dead by reminding President Curtis that he can bang his wife and daughters anytime he wants.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Keithy fires back that he don't share his pool with nobody, and they peacefully find common ground.
Okay, but you gotta try to protect your own.
No, I can relate to that.
Some Jamaican lads come in and shoot the place up, and Big Daddy Cattle Prod spots an opportunity to kill some black people and get away with it. Before he was making boring
I don't know why, but I just love Sensei's kicks. I know the point is to just kick this guy in the shins, but everything he does just looks, it just looks brilliant. Who was funny in Community, Yarn? Who are we talking about? Who was funny in Community? Who the fuck was in Community in this movie? Was Keith David in Community? I don't remember Keith David in Community. See you glowing. Take it. Good luck, mate. Hope it all works. Hope it all works out well for the Poms. Good luck. Hey, Dino, you're wrong. I literally just showed a clip of him kicking above 110 degrees. We established it was at least 110 degrees. Interesting. Was Keith David in I didn't know that. Interesting. There you go. Fletch. 5.1 feet. Yeah, he kicks CGI. It's not CGI, mate. It's just Seagal. Seagal being Seagal. This here, he just had to tone it down. He had to tone it down for the cameras. You know, sometimes I heard that I heard that Jet Li's kicks had to be slowed down so they would pick up on camera. Same as Seagal. He basically has to kick low so it's not in the out of the camera's range. Fletch was a good movie back in the day. Chevy Chase is a bit of a dickwad though, apparently. Again, I don't know how much stock you can hold in what people say. But if someone told me that Chevy Chase really is a douche, I would believe that. Much like Sensei Drizzle Cake, Angel Cake.
Before he was making boring films like Transformers with Shia LaBeouf, Sam's dad was running with big dogs like Sensei Circumcision.
Jesus Christ, what the hell are you doing back here?
I visit my mother, you know.
My son! I know! You're my son! We're all doing it again! Listen, we're all doing it again! No! You have to.
Sam's dad tells Seagal that he probably has AIDS or chlamydia from all those dumpsters he was banging behind the motel last night.
Come on, Asher. It's in the blood.
If it's in the blood, I get a transfusion, right?
Big Papa Pinky Toe isn't happy there are other blokes sniffing around the blonde librarian, so he stands and stares at her like a psychopath would. Smooth with the ladies.
Yeah, I just,
She's noticeably impressed by the bulge in his pants and lets the other fellas know she wants a piece of the sensei sausage.
Still looks functional to me.
You always found it so easy to attract the ladies?
It took another 30 minutes or so, but we're gifted with another scene of Big Papa Pansy Hands running around, and he's looking as limp-wristed as ever. And then things take a bit of a raunchy turn as Sensei tells us how he plugs any hole he can find.
We'll stop it right there. Should we chase a douche? No. Yeah, well, again, you hear stories. I didn't know about a new Beverly Hills Cop. I don't really matter. I don't think it matters where the director's from, as long as they're not a total douchebag. How often do I shave my head? That's a random question, MK, but I shave my head maybe once a week. I get like the typical bald dude thing of like thick shit around here and then like thin on here. But I've been losing my hair, honestly. It was getting thin when I was like 14. Steven Seagal saved the world. McCuddles, I love breasts as well. Glad we agree on that. I think most men in here would agree. I got what? AIDS. Well, Will Sasso. It's his wazzer. That run, by the way, we'll go back to that. That run is one of my favorite scenes. This run.
It took another 30 minutes or so.
It's the hand. It's just the hand, the circular motions with we'll call it jazz hands, whatever you want to call it. It's just legendary.
But we're gifted with another scene of big.
Chevy stayed. Oh, really, Pork? They stayed at your grandparents' motel, and he was a douche. Yeah, I can believe that. Exactly, Kev. I've been shaving my head since I was about 9, 10, and I'm 40 now. Check your Discord for a photo of Space Ice and Steven Seagal in the comments. What? Okay. Where's my Discord? There it is. All right. Fuck off. What? How do I zoom in on this shit? How do I save that fucking file? Save image. All right. Let's just save it to there. Okay. All right. So this is Space Ice. Fuck, that's what he looks like. He doesn't look American. Looks like some fucking Eastern Bloc looking dude from like fucking Kazakhstan or Russia or something. Interesting. Well, he's getting a lot of love. He's got 1.7 thousand views, which is like, you know, easily a lot more than I get. So what are we at? We're at like fucking 57. Damn, he's killing it. Interesting though. I don't know what's with the wig. That was cute. But yeah, Steven Seagal in the comments. I didn't see that part. I missed that part of it. It's over for you, Space Ice. I love that. Who is that? I wonder. Do you think that's the same Steven Seagal that comes in here and gives some memberships and disappears? His views were insane. He was just sitting there. What was he doing? I mean, yeah, but his videos are funny, so people are going to watch him. Yeah, that comment's hilarious. So I hope that. Thanks, Kelly. I hope that's the real Sensei. He accidentally went live. What do you mean he accidentally went live? He didn't know he was live. Interesting. Yeah. Well, Pork Fang, there was a Steven Seagal who used to just drift in randomly. He hasn't been in for a while. He used to drift in, just gift memberships and then disappear. He wouldn't say a word. He just came in, gift memberships and disappear. It was really quite strange. It is growing fast, Dino. We're getting there. I mean, I should probably do whatever I can. I'm trying to get the Joker to help me with some spreading of the gospel. He's a bit more into he knows about PR and all that kind of stuff, whereas I really don't. I'm just a douche who taught myself how to do basic editing because I lost my job. That's basically it. And I enjoy, you know, the positive comments of people laughing and having a good time. So, unfortunately, I don't know too much about growing a YouTube channel. I did meet a fella here, calls himself Jungle. Hey, Frayed Edges gifting memberships. Let's hope Pork Fang gets one. There's a Thai person. There's some Thai writing in the comments. What's going on there? That's an interesting one. Pork Fang was gifted one. There you go, Pork Fang. You got it, mate. You got it. It's randomly assigned, if I'm not mistaken, but he got one. There you go. Look at that. Legendary work, mate. Good stuff. But interestingly enough, I do see there's someone here. I don't know who that is. That's got a Thai comment. That's interesting. That looks like it might be someone that I recognize. Might be my missus looking from the other room. It's cute. But anyway, yeah. Well done, mate. Champion stuff. Eddie, the membership stuff, basically sometimes I release early videos, but it just puts you in an elite club of knowing that you're a chosen one within the Seagal fan club. And like I was saying, every now and again, some guy called Steven Seagal, hopefully, I mean, I pray to God it's the real man. I pray to Seagal that it's the real Seagal. He comes in and drops memberships. So hopefully he blesses some people soon with some memberships. But in the meantime, Frayed Edges, legendary work, mate. And look at that. Pork Fang got I didn't even get one. Pork Fang got one, though, and he wanted one. So he willed it on. The will of Seagal speaks to us all. See how it came to you, Pork Fang? The will of Seagal. We got another female with Indian digits. What the hell does that mean? Who's got India digits? No, that's Thai, and I'm pretty sure that would be that would be an old photo. It'd be someone that my missus knows. I'm assuming that's Thai language, not Indian. Anyway, all right, Randy, good to see you, my friend. Hopefully, it is the sensei. I like to feel that it is. I like to feel that it really is. Trav, hopefully you'll get one sometime, mate. It randomly assigns them, so I don't know how it works. Someone told me that they got one twice before their first one even ended. So, yeah. All right, anyway, back to Jazz Hands Seagal running.
Papa Pansy Hands running around, and he's looking as limp-wristed as ever. And then things take a bit of a raunchy turn as Sensei tells us how he plugs any hole he can find. You've been warned, ladies.
Plug it with your finger. More holes, bigger ones. You plug it with your other fingers. You plug it with your toes. You plug it with your tongue.
Meanwhile, currently in his physical prime, Big Puffer puffed out can't catch his breath while Keithy doesn't even miss a step.
Huh?
Look at you haven't been here in a long time. I'm telling you.
For some random
By the way, I don't know if he's acting here, but he seems like he's pretty fucked up, pretty puffed out.
Look at you haven't
And not puffed out in the same way that he is now, like puffed out in the old ways. Real way.
been here in a long time. I'm telling you.
For some random reason, Seagal stops past the hospital to remind everyone how important he is, and that soon he will be the most powerful man in the world.
President of the United States. I'll tell you something. President of the United States, okay?
We get some sad news that this lady will never be able to walk properly again because of the punishment she took off camera last night from Big Daddy Cobra Cock.
This is your fault. This is your fault. Damn you.
Now the next
I don't know if it's just me, but for some reason, everything in Chipmunk voice just sounds it just sounds better.
from Big Daddy Cobra Cock.
And you know what? YouTube sucks balls because when I say Big Daddy Cobra Cock, it doesn't have the same appeal when I have to fucking what's the word? Censor the word cock, you know? Like Big Daddy Cobra Burk is not the same as Big Daddy Cobra Cock. You know? I'm just saying, Big Daddy Cobra Cock.
Because of the punishment she took off camera last night from Big Daddy Cobra Cock.
This is your fault. This is your fault. Damn you.
Now the next scene not only gave me a raging erection, but also made me miss the fuck out of the 80s, 90s action movies. Even this bloke noticed how badass the hero walks in.
Have you ever tried editing audio a few octaves down? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not great with all that shit, man. I'm telling you, I'm just learning. I can turn the volume down on this. But, I mean, I figure if it's too loud, people can turn their shit down. If it's too quiet, they can't turn it up past a certain point. So, again, you know, maybe we'll if I get to a point where I can hopefully, you know, pay some little Thai person small money to edit my videos, that would be awesome. But anyway, back to the video. The walk. This here is one of my favorite scenes ever. Fuck, I gotta fix it. The sheer fact of the music, the way that Keith David gets up right without even having to say a damn word. He just gets up and he knows exactly what the fuck is going on. It's time for a hero walk. Shit's about to get real. Motherfucker's about to die. You know what I'm saying? See that little fucking head nod? That's what I'm talking about. Right here. Right here. Boom. Ready, ready, ready? The look. Keithy gives him a nod. They're on. And they're fucking walking.
Even this bloke noticed how badass that hero walk scene was. He turned his head, and that wasn't even in the script. Now, the first order of business is...
Again, that's how badass it was. This guy here with the sunglasses, they were supposed to be down, but they just popped up. That's how much shit was going on that the sunnies just fucking went boom, up themselves. I love this guy's mullet though. He's got that 90s mullet going on. 80s? 90s, whatever it was.
Now, the first order of business is to beat the hell out of this bloke for thinking he can sleep with two of the women on set before Seagal gets his balls in first.
I didn't actually notice this or not. Is that a jugs in the mirror? What is that? I can't really tell what the hell that is in the mirror there. You guys follow me? That's legs. Is that titty reflection? What do we reckon that is here? What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Late 89s, yeah. I reckon that's some jobblies. I'm not sure. Maybe a knee from. Maybe it's this guy's knee here. Could be his knee. Okay.
First, Big Papa promiscuity was ahead of his time and openly confesses he not only loves the ladies, but he doesn't mind some dick from time to time.
I want him. I want him.
He then goes on to administer a savage beatdown and some lethal kicks to anyone who gets in his way.
God made men.
Yes.
I don't have to go back here because I'm pretty sure I saw a scarf. Is he wearing a scarf? He's wearing a scarf. Seagal's wearing a scarf because watch here.
He then goes on to administer a savage beatdown and some
Right here, that's a scarf. I don't think.
lethal kicks to anyone who gets in his way.
God made men.
Yes, you made men, Sensei Seagal. You did. Being the ethnic fluid man he is, he takes a Jamaican fellow with him because he wants everyone to know that he has black friends. George Costanza style.
I got a better idea. You're gonna go for a ride with me. Everybody's gonna see us together, and Screwface is gonna find out what good buddies we are.
Be great if you could just see me with some of my black friends. Yeah, except you don't really have any black friends.
The search now intensifies to find the Jamaican lads trying to claim Sensei's puss, and Keithy comes along for the ride in the hopes of some kinky action.
I can't wait to nail this for you. This is gonna be fun.
All this talk of fucking men and women, Seagal was really ahead of his time. Now, Big Papa is nothing if not a consistent man.
Again, I try to find the most ideal filler or B-roll, if you will, to fill in the background footage. And again, the point of this is to highlight his driving face, but just the facials are fucking brilliant.
And has maintained his gumpy-looking driving face throughout his career. Plus, his no-look shooting style that happens when you're a master shooter.
I'm trying to pass out some of the secrets that have made me a master shooter.
The chase ends in a department store, and as is customary and standard procedure, Seagal just tosses his empty gun away for some young kid to sweep past and find. Genius. All of the bad guys luckily do that thing where they run straight at him like knobs, similar to those legitimate and realistic Aikido demonstrations.
Emilus, you want to see Seagal typing? I think I've got that somewhere. I can help you out there, mate. Don't worry. There you go. I just ruined the fucking size of the screen because someone types up. See, I get dragged away too easily. But you want to see Seagal work on a computer? Bam. See? I bring everything to the table.
Say what you will.
Now I've got to find back the fucking video again because I got sidetracked by someone saying something, which is what happens here. This is how a live stream that should realistically go for about an hour in total ends up going for about 2 or 3 hours because this motherfucker here gets sidetracked very often. But that was Seagal typing. No worries, mate. No worries. What was I up to? We've done Sam's dad. We've done Keithy. Ejection. All right, we're up to this guy doing a mischief.
He not only loves the ladies, but he doesn't mind some dick from time to time.
I want him. I want him.
He then goes on to administer a savage beatdown and some lethal kicks to anyone who gets in his way.
God made men.
Yes, you made men, Sensei Seagal. You did. Being the ethnic fluid man he is, he takes a Jamaican fellow with him because he wants everyone to know that he has black friends. George Costanza style.
I'm going to skip past that part already.
Be great if you could just see me with some of my black friends. Yeah, except you don't really have any black friends.
The search now intensifies to find the Jamaican lads trying to claim Sensei's puss, and Keithy comes along for the ride in the hopes of some kinky action.
I can't wait to nail this for you. This is gonna be fun.
All this talk of fucking men and women, Seagal was really ahead of his time. Now, Big Papa is nothing if not a consistent man, and has maintained
I went back way too far.
his gumpy-looking driving face throughout his career. Plus, his no-look shooting style that happens when you're a master shooter.
I'm trying to pass out some of the secrets that have made me a master shooter.
The chase ends in a department store, and as is customary and standard procedure, Seagal just tosses his empty gun away for some young kid to sweep past and find. Genius. All of the bad guys luckily do that thing where they run straight at him like knobs, similar to those legitimate and realistic Aikido demonstrations. This bloke makes the mistake of taking a hostage that is over the age of 18, so naturally Sensei Smash and Grab doesn't give a fuck about her.
I don't care about her. You want to kill her, kill her. I don't mind if you kill her, because I don't know her at all. Go ahead, kill her. I don't know her.
Choose your hostages wisely, you douche.
With my family. Die.
After seeing him twice and spending a total of 5 minutes together,
Raise your hand if you're a masturbator. I would also like to come and watch your amazing video. That's cute. That's cute. I'm 100% sure that's my missus commenting with Google Translate. How much does that sound like a bot, right? Tell me that doesn't sound like a bot, this comment here right now. I would also like to come and watch your amazing video. That's very sweet of you, darling. That's adorable. There's no reason for any other Thai person to be watching this other than my lovely girlfriend, Sudarat. That's cute. Anyway, look at this lady's face right here, by the way. You can already tell. Look at the body language. What does that body language say? Kat, Samantha, Destructos, any of the other ladies out there? What do we think this lady's body language says? Kilgore, good to see you, brother. Yeah, boy. That war cry. The missus is in the other room, mate. She learnt the lesson from the chit chatting last time. She's in the bedroom watching a movie on her own. No woman can resist Seagal sperms. That's right. We all know what's coming.
this woman clues into what all of us Seagalians already know.
Poor man's Keira Knightley. That's not a bad description, Jan. She's some sort of European version of Keira Knightley.
I've never met anyone quite like you, Hatcher.
This bit ain't even subtle as she throws herself at the Great One, but he plays it cool as this is an hourly occurrence for Big Papa Punani Pounder.
I don't think there is a lot of guys like you anywhere.
What's that supposed to mean?
I finally met a guy who's nice, not married, gay, or trying to find himself.
Big Papa Quarter Pounder.
Mind you, she's known him for about 3 minutes. She saw, we'll do, Kev, I'll let her know, mate. I don't know, I'll have to copy and paste whatever the fuck that is. It's entire writing. She's known him for about 3 minutes. She saw him outside where he was staring like a creep. But then, yeah. Hold on. I just got distracted by a comment again. I love being here with all you guys, but I have to go take care of my guy. Peace be with you all. So, Pork Fang, are you a female as well? I didn't even know Pork Fang was a female. This is really, this is tripping my balls tonight. What's going on? Anyway, yeah, this chick's known him for 3 minutes, seen him outside a club, barely spoken to him, but she knows that he's the man she wants to be with. I mean, very strange. Very strange. See you, Pork. Take care, my friend. He always wanted to look like a samurai.
He hints that he has some young ass waiting for him at home, but it doesn't stop him from propositioning this lady to join him.
I was hoping that you maybe give me some pussy.
Sensei is embroiled in a...
Again, I hope everyone appreciates this. Play one more time.
to join him.
I was hoping that you maybe give me some pussy.
Sensei is embroiled in a measuring contest with the main bad guy, Screwface, and the lady gives him advice on how we can establish dominance.
Posse thinks you've taken his power. That way they will believe your is bigger.
Screwface does that James Bond villain thing of not just shooting Seagal, but planning a worse death, yet he doesn't bother to wait around and see if it actually happens, nor at least leave one of your lackeys. Nope, he just wanders off.
I need a fire.
And
Yeah, so first of all, I mean, I don't even know what to do with here, but why not just shoot him in the fucking head? Secondly,
he just wanders off.
I need a fire.
we call this a fire. Pretty sure everyone calls it a fucking fire. I mean, yeah. I'm a what? CNA. What the fuck's a CNA? Everyone calls it a fucking fire. So why wouldn't you just shoot him, end it? They're doing the James Bond bullshit they always do. His voice like he's doing porn in the 80s. Yeah. He is bulletproof. He is bulletproof. But I mean, try at least. See you, Pork. Good to see you as always, my friend. Congratulations on that membership. Congratulate Freight Edges for that one.
And luckily for Big Daddy Pumpkin Pie, he hadn't formed his cookie addiction yet and was slim enough to slip out.
I'm sorry, but come on, the run. It's all about the run, yeah?
Yet and was slim enough to slip out.
Look, he just does this weird-ass fucking thing. It's just very strange. Miser, yes, I'm aware that Stallone did porn. I am aware. The Italian Stallion or something. Gay porn. Certified nurse assistant. Ron, yeah, that running is just, it's powerful. It's a powerful run.
This fellow tells Seagal he doesn't want to be in any future movies with him because he wants a long career and not a life of shitty movies.
I don't know if that'd be a very wise career move for you.
Sensei and the fake Jamaican man make a pact to unite for a massive threesome with Keefe once the shooting finishes and the cocaine arrives.
Sometimes three's not a crowd. We need each other.
Cue a montage that seems to focus on Big Daddy's beautiful schnoz and...
See, it's funny we were talking about noses earlier because, you know, right now, if we look at this... By the way, see, anyone who says that Seagal's not a fighter, check out his ears. That right ear looks like it's taken a bit of a beating. It's not quite cauliflower ear, but he's been in some combat. The right one looks like it's like something's different going on there. That's from that years of martial arts, deadly training, motherfuckers. The patented, yeah.
Not much else. I mean, they're making homemade weapons and shit, but I just see that glorious nose. They also cut the top of his head out of a lot of scenes. I'm just saying, it could be hair related. Might not be.
I want you to shut the fuck up.
The dark fellas do all the legwork while Seagal chills in the air-conditioned hotel. But when it's time...
He could be saying Goddess of Fire. It sounds like we called this fire. Could be saying Goddess of Fire. I mean, either way, it's fucking stupid. Because he could have just shot him, or tried to shoot him, I should say. Official Steven Seagal. Everyone's Steven Seagal's here. Not the Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal trying to be Steven Seagal. I don't know how you call him in English. Ear corkscrews, yeah. It's a Steven Seagal who wants to be the real Steven Seagal. How are you, official Steven Seagal? CIA ears. Yeah, exactly. All right, now I'll rewind slightly to my racism.
I want you to shut the fuck up.
The dark fellas do all the legwork while Seagal chills in the air-conditioned hotel. But when it's time to approach the hottest piece of ass dancing around, he is back on the case.
Bing, bang, boom.
Unsurprisingly, he doesn't have to do anything as she approaches him and he's hungry for that Italian, Asian, Russian, Native American, Mongolian meat.
He never met a girl he did not try to fuck.
Sensei Splinter Cell does a whole bunch of covert, sneaky shit before he just rolls in and...
By the way, I mean, obviously, I don't need to tell you guys that that's clearly him right there. That's obviously not a stunt double. Why would there be a stunt double?
Covert, sneaky shit before he just rolls in and starts shit with his boys. Seagal takes a moment to take a shit on the floor before moving on to kill some more bad guys. But they aren't too happy about that, and somehow, I don't know how, but somehow, Seagal allowed them to let him get hit or beat up in a movie. I mean, this sort of ridiculous shit doesn't happen anymore, obviously.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot, there's quite a lot to unpack there. First of all, he does have a lot of faces, resting faces, where it looks like he's taking a dump. It's his own fault. I mean, he really invites all that kind of shit in.
But they aren't too happy.
Secondly, it looks like he's carrying a fucking Tommy gun, as they call it, submachine gun.
I don't know how, but somehow, Seagal...
See, again, this part here, he lets himself. This was back before he was obviously top shit where he refused to get beat up. But now, there's no way this shit would slide now. And it gets worse, by the way.
Allow them to let him get hit or beat up in a movie. I mean, this sort of ridiculous shit doesn't happen anymore, obviously.
Can I laugh in your face?
They tie Big Daddy down and plan to harvest his massive penile and testicle organs before he breaks free, and we see some shitty attempt at three guys trying to take him down. He disposes of these lackeys with the flair and skill you'd expect from the Great One.
So this is one of my favorite scenes, by the way. That's a shotgun called a street sweeper. Shit gun. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know shit about guns. But this fight scene is hilarious. I'm going to play this. I'll be back in like a minute. I'm going to play this, and I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about this fight scene. This is not how 3-in-1 goes in real life. Yeah, 3-in-1 in reality means that you're fucked. It does not go down like this. Uno momento, por favor.
You expect from the Great One? And then battles a main bad man, Scarecrow, and proceeds to slice his nuts and then cut off his head. Legend.
5 minutes later.
The old twin brother bullshit plot twist.
Avenge me, brother.
Some more classic 90s action movie scenes where Sensei looks unstoppable and not to be messed with. They all throw their guns away for some reason and decide to fight with shitty weapons instead. This fucker won't be walking anytime soon. Keithy decides that conventional shooting practices are useless and pulls the whole shoot from the hip trick. Champion. Big Daddy Walnuts battles the real Screwface this time, unless this motherfucker has more brothers we don't actually know about. They have a sword fight that goes on for far longer than necessary, and once again, Seagal is getting manhandled in this movie, and I just can't handle it. More pushing and shoving, as is the Seagal way, prancing around and posing before the inevitable end when Screwface gets a bear hug, smashed through a wall, has his back broken, and then tossed down an elevator. He also tosses down the young actress he got pregnant a few weeks ago and hopes that this is the end of that matter.
They were triplets.
Can we also mention the legend belting out the end tune is almost definitely Sensei Rockmelons?
All right, we're going to have to rewind. Sorry, I had to go for a quick smoke break. It's been like an hour and 37 minutes, so I needed a quick smoke, my friends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have to put you through all that again. But I did want to make a note of
them to let him get hit and to harvest his lucky.
This here. This here, right? So, there's three dudes here. First of all, one person should be punching him in the stomach. One person should be just cracking him to the face. It doesn't work like that. You can't just what was it? Amnesia Haze. I actually had some of that last week, Emilis. I've got some stuff called King's Juice. I don't know if you all have heard of it. And something called Sweet Helmet. But yeah, this scene here, the way they all attack him, it's kind of cute.
And then battles a main bad man, Scarecrow, and proceeds to slice his nuts and then cut off his head. Legend.
He literally did slice his nuts, by the way. He literally just sliced his nuts. Like, just cut him in the balls. In the bowls.
5 minutes later.
The old twin brother bullshit plot twist.
Avenge me, brother.
Some more classic 90s action movie scenes where Sensei looks unstoppable and not to be messed with. They all throw their guns away for some reason and decide to fight with shitty weapons instead.
I mean, this is one of my favorite kicks here. Little heel kick. Ready?
Reason and decide to fight with
Little heel kick to the ass, I guess.
weapons instead.
To the lower back.
This won't be walking anytime soon. Keithy decides that conventional shooting practices are useless and pulls the whole shoot from the hip trick. Champion. Big Daddy Walnuts battles the real Screwface this time, unless this motherfucker has more brothers we don't actually know about.
You like to have a smoke with cigars? I don't think Sensei smokes weed. He smokes cigars. I've seen him smoking a cigar with, what's his name? Andrew Tater Tot. This is one of my favorite photos. As he, it's not a samurai sword, but it may as well be. That's the whole point of it. I think it's just a piece of wood. It looks like honeycomb. Looks like honeycomb being smashed to bits. I assume it looks like honeycomb chocolate. He might eat it afterwards, I assume. It's funny you say that, Dino. I actually like to go often into chats. There's left-wing and right-wing chats on YouTube. And I often go into people's live streams, like the PBD podcast, or like the David Packman or Sam Cedar podcast or whatever. And I'll go in there and I'll say Seagal Trump 2024 or Seagal Biden 2024 or, Seagal Trump or Seagal for President 2028 just to get a laugh out of people. And I do get some responses from people when they see Steven Seagal's name. But, it's all a bit of fun. Yeah, Putin Seagal 2028. That should be the chant. Putin Seagal 2028. Fucking overlords of the world.
Sword fight that goes on for far longer than necessary. And once again, Seagal is getting manhandled in this movie, and I just can't handle it.
Yeah, so what's going on here? I mean, what are we doing here? They're just allowing Seagal to get punched and beat up. That's not how it rolls. That's not how shit works. Look at that. What are we doing here? What are you doing, Seagal? That's really him too. That's not a stunt double. That's the big man himself getting attacked, and he allowed this.
More pushing and shoving, as is the Seagal way. Plus, prancing around and posing before the inevitable end when Screwface gets a bear hug. Smash through a wall.
By the way, this is one of Seagal's favorite scenes to kill someone, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. One of his favorite bad guy deaths.
Has his back broken. And then tossed down an elevator.
Eddie, yeah, we'll have a smoke, mate. If you're ever in Thailand, pop in for a smoke. You don't know my name because I've never said my real name. That's an interesting thing. I don't know if that ruins the allure of everything by saying my real name, but we can do a vote. We can do a poll. This is interesting. Start a real poll.
He also tosses down the young actress he got pregnant a few weeks ago and hopes that this is the end of that matter.
They were triplets.
Can we also appreciate that the legend belting out the end tune is almost definitely Sensei Rockmelons? These movies were from an era where
That was definitely him singing, by the way. That's him singing reggae or some sort of bullshit.
Can we also appreciate that the legend belting out the end tune is almost definitely Sensei Rockmelons?
Jabberwock Jabone. Jabberwock Jabone, proud Australian baker. What happens if it turned out my name is Paul? What happens if we just... What? I don't know. I knew it. My name is Paul. Your name is Kilgore Trout. That's cute. I didn't know who I thought Paul was your name. Who is Paul? People saying this. That's hilarious, Eddie. Who is Paul? Guys, should we introduce Eddie to Paul? He doesn't know who Paul is. Okay. I'll fill you in, Eddie. You want to know who Paul is? Paul, you obviously haven't seen this video yet, so The actual video about J-Mac. You haven't seen the J-Mac video, mate. I did a video about John McSweeney called Tiger Moves or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. And there's a gentleman in there, an assistant called Paul. Paul is this gentleman here.
I'll just bring Paul over here. That's a knockout point. Thank you, Paul. 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 And with squeezing hard behind the windpipe. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much, 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 Paul. Out of that circle. By following me.
That's Paul. Ah, shit! I finished the movie before we actually finished. That's Paul, my friend. That's Paul. He's. I love how he thought everyone thought of. Nobody compares to Paul. That's right. Thanks, Kilgore. That's right. I'll always be my Paul. So we actually got no actual. Paul also drove the JCVD from heaven. Thank you, Paul. Paul, what do you mean, Wall? Is Paul no longer with us? Paul is still around with us, I think. He's still here. Anyway, we'll finish the video. I think that was pretty much the end of the video, though, wasn't it? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're up to like fucking Sensei singing and shit. Here we go. Sensei was singing. By the way, we all agree this is him singing, right? Does anyone doubt this is him singing or not?
These movies were from an era where Sensei Downward Dog would actually run, fight, and act. That's right, act. In his movies, rather than just sitting and breathing heavily like he does now. You know, all those great three-worded movies were fucking brilliant. And I dare you to say otherwise. Now, if you enjoyed this little trip down memory lane with Big Papa Cupcake Tits, think about liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Seagalianism is the greatest thing to ever exist, and even Tom Cruise thinks so. Just ask him.
You're stepping over a line now. You're stepping over a line. You know you are. I'm just telling you right now. Okay? Just put your manners back in.
If you're looking to make yourself instantly sexier, drape yourself in Seagalism apparel and be the envy of all the mere mortals around you. All links are in the description. Until next time, my friends, remember that you'll never be Steven Seagal. Always remember to thank Paul.
Thank you very much, Paul. Thank you very much, Paul.
But above all, stay awesome. Peace, legends.
All right, what have we got in the comments here? Show the painting of Paul driving off. What the fuck does that even mean, Miser? What's Paul? What? God bless Paul Almighty. Yep, packing myself a gelato cone. Nice, Dino. Very Italian of you, mate. I can recognize. Yeah, it is our boy. Is Harry your name? Sensei Seagal, right? Fuck you, Zig. Who's Harry? I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Fuck you, cool as fuck. Fred, if any of you guys are ever in fucking Thailand, hit me up. I'll be happy to catch up with you for a drink somewhere along the way. Yeah, if you're ever down this way, it's a shame I left Australia before we started live streaming, so I could have caught up with some of the Melburnian Aussies before I left. But if anyone's ever in Thailand, feel free to come down and have a chat. Definitely have a beer, have a smoke. Weed is legal over here for now. They're trying to repeal it next year, which will suck fucking balls. I wouldn't be too happy about that, but it is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah, if you're ever on holiday, guys, hit me up. I'll just get bit fucking mozzies, Samantha. Yeah, Dino, Thailand women are pretty good. They're not, it's hard to find a good one like in anywhere in the world, but they're very loving over here. That's for sure. I went and searched. That's right. Yeah, mate, come to Thailand during summer, brother. Trust me, you won't regret it. I've been here long enough now that I can show you around and make sure that you have a good time, my friend. Exactly right, Kerberos. I'm pretty well entrenched in the area. I'm not in Pattaya. I'm in Jomtien, which is about 20 minutes from Pattaya, really. But I'm out of all that bullshit because I don't really have any interest in that. But I understand enough of the area, and I've got enough local friends, both Thai and foreigners, that we can. There's no ripping off going on, mate. We're getting local prices, local food, all the good stuff. Turkish women are awesome. Yeah, look, women from any country can be awesome if they're just raised to be awesome. Just like men. Men can be awesome or they can be pieces of shit if they were raised appropriately or not. Each to their own. But I like the people here. I like the culture, the lifestyle. It's a little bit different. It's a bit cheaper than Australia, obviously. But yeah, the people here are great. The food's great. The women are great. Yeah, Kev, they're getting good exchange rates. Australia's not great at the moment, but it's still better. We get about 50% less than you guys do, but it's pretty good over here. I'm not going to complain. I can get myself a pretty decent meal for, probably $2 US. You can get yourself some noodles and chicken or... Kev, I don't drink beer, mate. I actually hate beer. I didn't drink beer in Australia. I am probably the worst Australian ever. I don't drink beer and I don't drink coffee. I drink Sang Som, which is their local whiskey here, I'm sure you know, or I drink vodka. I'm not really a big beer guy. I feel like you're just drinking a whole bunch of liquid, but you're not getting anywhere. You're just getting bloated, not really drunk. So I prefer to jump on the harder terps. But I only drink once a week, and that is with you guys. And if there is another day I drink, exactly, Dino. I drink once a week, and I might drink one other day during the week with my girlfriend and some of her friends. But for the most part, I just drink once a week with you guys. I get stoned every fucking day. That's more of my jam than drinking. I'm not really a drinking guy until I came to Thailand. But yeah, I don't mind getting fucked up with you guys. Eddie Butera, Kickboxer, is based there. I actually know that movie quite well. I know it's blasphemy to talk about Jean-Claude Van Damme when we worship the Great One, but I love that movie. I've watched it a million times. I could probably recite most of it off by heart. I quote it to my girlfriend all the time. Naksul Kau, which is supposed to mean white warrior. They all looked at me like I was fucking crazy. But yeah, great movie with Xian. The Basing. Why those guys tried to hurt me? Great movie. I mean, again, I know Seagal's the Antichrist. I mean, Van Damme's the Antichrist to Seagal. But at some point I might make some videos about JCD VD because I did watch a lot of him back in the day. Maybe not on this channel though. I don't want to taint it. 420 all day. Backing it off of the volcano bong. Yeah, see that's the thing. You know what the benefit is of not being on live stream? You guys right now, because you're not on stream, you can do whatever the fuck you want in the background, right? Within reason. Whereas I've got a joint roll. I mean I've got a medicinal cigarette roll right here, ready to go, but I can't really smoke it indoors, and I can't just bail outside to smoke this. But that's part of the sacrifice of starting a church that is dedicated to the great man that's on screen right now with his little flabby little boobies here. But yeah, it's part of the sacrifice that I've got to make. I can still get pissed. I just can't get stoned as much. So every now and again, I'll just dash out for a quick puff or two, and leave you guys. Dandy Dong. Fuck Dandy. Mate. Dandy, where did that come from? Dandy Dong. That's a suburb that's a suburb that wasn't far from where I was. Fucking Dandy. Where are you from, Freight Edges? Are you in Melbourne, mate? What's going on? Used to go to Dandy quite a bit back in the day. I used to live in Dandenong North, off Gladstone Road. For anyone that knows Melbourne, just off Gladstone Road, not far from Police Road. For those of you that are familiar, can I speak Thai? Abel Musa, I cannot. I can count from 1 to 10. Nung Song Sam Si Ha Hawk Jed Bad Gao Sib. And I can count thousands and hundreds, and I can say certain phrases like, don't worry, it's okay, how are you, sawadee kap, sawadee mai, my penrai, basic things, I need to how much is things, but I am not fluent. But at some point, right now, I'm just going in and out of the country on tourist visas. I'm doing a half-assed version, but eventually I'll get an education visa where I'll go to Thai classes and learn that as well. Yeah, Kev, the missus translates for the most part, but I mean, where I am, most people speak reasonable English anyway, so it's not too bad. But yeah, she does most of the. I mean, yeah, she does most of the translating, or Google Translate helps. But again, most people speak reasonable English enough. Frayed Edges, Noble Park. Oh yeah, nice. My cousin grew up in Noble Park North, just off Browns Road, down near Waverley Garden Shopping Centre. I grew up off Hansworth Street, opposite Waverley Garden Shopping Centre, actually. Before they built all those condos and shit and the apartments, there used to be a walk path. That's where I was from, Fred. Belgrave, yeah. I lived in Belgrave Heights too, up in the mountains. Not that anyone gives a fuck, but I lived up in the mountains at one point. Yeah, no, she's good, Kev. She's a legend. Gotta show the women your burner. That's right. Yeah, Google Translate can suck dick. Google Translate most of the time is fucking horrible. If we're being honest, it is trash, but it does the job for the most part. Um, it's not bad. It's handy in a pinch. We'll say that. It's handy in a pinch. Emu War, fucking Emu Wars. Hey, by the way, here's the thing, right? I asked. Well, completely off topic. Sorry. Um, I asked Google, right, to write me a script for a humorous, crude, comedic video. Now, people say, I spoke to this dude here who told me that AI, and he wasn't trying to insult me, but he said AI can do what I do on my channel with enough tweaking, right? And I'm like, there's no way AI can say the same kind of shit I do. But he said it would have the same outcome, right? And I'm thinking to myself, all right. So I asked AI to write me a script for a crude comedic video about the Emu War of 1932, right? And this is what it came up with. Just bear with me a moment. Narrator. In the annals of history, there are wars that shape nations, and then there's the Emu War of 1932. Cut to a dusty Australian outback. Emus are running around wildly. In 1932, Australia faced its greatest threat, not from foreign invaders, but from a horde of rampaging feathered fiends, the emus. Mate, I signed up to fight humans, not bloody overgrown chickens. Okay, so that's their fucking whatever. Right, that's their version of it. I started writing my own script, right, and this is what I come up with so far, just roughly. So I wrote, Australia is known for some shit, but military might is not one of them. Sure, we're paying almost $400 billion for 3 high-end submarines, of which the first arrive in 2032. But that's just like the bloke who's driving a Ferrari to compensate for his small dick, is what I was going to say. So it comes as no surprise that 100 years prior to the arrival of the first fancy killer boats that we're pissing away money on Australia, Australia went to war with one of its most diabolical, dangerous, and tactically gifted enemies ever. I'm, of course, talking about the notoriously cunning emu. It's interesting. It's not super different, but it feels a little more fake. Emos equals emos. Yeah, a little more fake. All right, I missed a lot of comments. Dude, see it. Got to show the women your boner. That's crazy. Google Translate talk shit. Fuck over. Say it Belly Heights at Mate's Joint. What's Belly Heights? Oh, Belgrave Heights. Yeah, it's nice up there, mate. It's nice. I don't know where the Suki Lounge is. I haven't been there. You probably are, Kev. Not many people know about the Emu Wars. Yeah, exactly right, Fred. They lost. Who loses a war to a giant bird that can't even fucking fly? That's what's going on. So I thought it might be interesting for a video. But anyway, the point of my story was I went to ChatGPT and I thought I'd fuck around with it a little bit because this dude who I met here from America, he calls himself Jungle, by the way. So to my American friends, he's a nice guy. He just told me to call him Jungle. I found that was a bit strange. I thought he may have given me his real name, but he went with Jungle. He told me to try some AI shit to help me. He said not to replace you, but to help you. So I thought, all right, what can I do to help? What can I do? What can I use AI-wise to help me with my videos? And I came to the conclusion, absolutely fucking nothing. And that's because I'm still thinking like a human, yeah, trying to fucking do it myself. So there's a bit of a human touch to it. But I don't know. I just don't think you can do this. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just analog clock in a digital world. And I'm sure there's other ways I could use AI to make money and make videos, but I don't think it'll be suitable for what I'm doing here. I feel like this is about us and Seagal, and AI is bullshit. So I might look into AI for helping me with my emu videos and stuff. But even looking at this, I don't know. It just feels like shit. AI can suck a dick. Don't look it up, Eddie. Don't look it up. Wait till I make my video and then watch that. All right. Give me your view. Don't give it to some other fucking douche. Give me your view. Wait until the emu video is out. I'll paste the link and then you can watch it. I would bang that chicken 60 minutes. Who's the chicken 60 minutes? Fucking Tracy Grimshaw. Yeah, AI can suck my dick. It might be useful. Like I said, I wouldn't do it here at all. Like, I mean, it serves no purpose here. There's no way of it helping at all on this channel, because the whole point of, I'm assuming, part of the appeal is obviously Seagal, but part of it is my stupidity and my kind of weird shit that can't be emulated by a fucking robot. Glowing, it was frayed edges, mate. He just handed out some free what's called membership. So thank Frayed Edges for that one. Pay a human a couple of bucks to help. Yeah, that's it, mate. I might get someone from Fiverr or something, or someone in Thailand. If we can find some young Thai person who needs a bit of cash, I might help him out. But anyway, long story short, AI is a piece of shit. It can suck a dick and it needs to go fuck itself. It is going to be useful for a lot of shit, but I just don't find it useful for what I want to do. I'll tell you what though, like there's something called Minect on this Patrick Bet David podcast, who I do watch sometimes for just a bit of a laugh because I'm not political. On that topic, we don't get political on this channel. Yes, Miser, stop talking about the Emu Wars. No one look it up. No one look up the Emu fucking Wars. Just wait until I make my video and then y'all can do it. Mayhem, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you could make it. How you feeling, my man? You all good? Mayhem, again, like most of you guys, are long-time diehard Seagalians. Legend can't make it most of the time because he's working, but always good to see your comments, my friend. Nintendo, what the fuck's Nintendo got a problem with the emus? Did I miss something? I don't know what the fuck's going on with Nintendo and emus. Emu asked Seagal a question. That's why it's so angry. That's good, mate. Hang in there, mate. Keep moving forward. It's the only way to overcome shit, as cliche as that sounds. Had a rough week with the missus as well this week, but on her part, she's just having some personal dramas. But I've been trying to get her to watch some Western philosophy videos, some upbeat. You know what? I saw an interesting video. I don't know if I can find it or not. It's kind of out of left field, but it was good. It was good for her to give us some motivation. You know, so I think we all need purpose, whether it be Seagal or baking cookies or charity or something. We all need some kind of purpose. But yeah, Nintendo. What the fuck? Emu eggs are delicious. I haven't had emu eggs, mate. I don't know if that's a thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure Australians probably eat emus, but emulators. Good to be here again. Good to see you, Slim, mate. You're amongst your fellow Seagalians now, so just chill out, have a drink. We're just talking some shit. We just watched the new video. Actually, good point. I might release that now while I got everyone here. Let's fucking do it. Let's do a live. Let's just fucking do it. So if y'all don't mind, by the way, when you're done, Rag Reynolds, he's a YouTuber whose whole channel revolves around Australia. Plague Bunny. I did see a video. I think Sunny V2 did a video about him, actually. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, all that tells me, Plague, is that some people in this world just live in a different reality. We can't judge people too much. We shouldn't judge people too much. Everyone's working with different hardware and software. That's how I call what we have here. Hardware being the brain, software being the information you take in. We're all working with different hardware and software. Some people just really running on slim shit. Always running on slim fucking fumes, let's call it. And that Rag Reynolds guy, I did see him. I mean, how can you say a country doesn't exist? I mean, I was born there. Am I? Well, I don't exist. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on with that. It's very 2 girls, 1 cup streamer. He's a bit of a lunatic. I don't know who this rag fella is. 2 girls, 1 cup streamer. Yeah, good idea to get demonetized, Dino, in about 2 seconds. I get demonetized for talking about certain herbal remedies and whatever else along the way. Streamer, he says. If everyone hasn't seen 2 girls, 1 cup by now, at especially this age, then I don't know what's going on. What happened? What happened, Jan? Is it 2-0 now, or is it 1-1? What's going on in the England game? I'll just fucking Google it before anyone asks me. England Euro Cup. Let's see if I can find out before anyone asks. Oh, England's up 2-1 now. Okay. So glowing, mate. Where are you? Glowing's gone. Back to watch the game. Is he still here? Any other Poms in the audience right now that are loving this shit? 2-1. Oh, the game's over. Interesting. What about the Pain Olympics as well? I don't know. You guys are all talking about weird, kinky. By the way, my girlfriend and her friends weren't aware that bestiality videos existed, so I showed them some videos of some shall we call it promiscuous or open-minded young ladies who are engaging in adult activities with canines and other animals of that variety. And they had no idea it existed. They were quite captivated and disgusted, but captivated at the same time. So I remember when I was like 15. Again, back then we had VHS tapes. You had to go to your friend's house when no one was home. You put on a VHS tape, and it was very strange. But you'd watch porn together and hope that no one got a boner that anyone could make fun of. And I remember seeing this woman who was robbed by a bunch of men. And then she broke free after she was robbed and decided to have intercourse with the house pet, let's call it, which is very, very weird. Anyway, this topic's gone strange, but you have no idea, sweet child. Furries. It's interesting. I think I've got a video of some furry. See if I can find it. I've got a video called Random Stock Footage, and one of them was... I've just got a bunch of random clips of shit in here that I found interesting. I don't know if you guys might find like this. What's this?
I just want you to answer this one question. Do you understand that as a white man, you do not have to apologize for being white? You just have to acknowledge the racism that happens around you. That is all.
What racism happens around me?
I find little clips like that interesting. Like I found one here of here's all the world leaders together. So these are a bunch of, this is like a congregation of dickheads that decide our fate. Just a bunch of morons that we've decided should decide our fate. And for some reason, everyone thinks that these people are smarter and better equipped to deal with things and make decisions for us than anyone else. That's what I find interesting. I mean, yeah. By the way, we don't like getting political on this shit. But did anyone watch the I'm just going to ask a poll. Who won the debate? Who looked better? Sleepy, creepy, piss pants, ginger, minge, grubbing. Oh. This is going to be interesting. Again, I'm Australian, yeah, so I have absolutely no dog in this race at all. But can I give you my honest? I'm going to give you my honest opinion as an outsider. America, what the fuck are we doing? I mean, you guys are supposed to be leading. Piece of shit. Are we good? Audio? Yeah, all right. Y'all are supposed to be the fucking leaders of the free world and shit. And I mean, one just talked a bunch of shit and made up a bunch of lies from what I'm told. and the other one looks like he should be in a fucking nursing home. What are we doing? Like, yeah, I lost the audio for a sec. Sorry, but we're back. What's going on? Like, again, it's not about getting political. I don't want you guys to start fighting about, who's better or who's worse. But to those 25% of you that think Joe Biden, I've watched a lot of clips of both of them. I have these discussions all the time with random people, and again, I tell the people that I talk to here, politics is not really worth talking about because we can't change anything. No matter what I think, and I'm not saying nobody should care and you should not fight for what you believe in, but ultimately, what I think means fucking nothing on the grand stage, and so does what you think, to be honest with you. But just looking from the outside in, I've seen so much footage of Biden, and I've seen so much footage of Trump, and their bloopers and whatever else. but Biden, again, I've described Trump as someone who's more of a dick that just says dicky things and doesn't think and just has no filter and says a bunch of shit and probably lies a lot. And then Biden lies a lot too, and then can't even speak half the time. That's a difference. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's interesting. Joe won by not shitting himself on stage. Yeah. I noticed the comments of the rate of comments have stepped up quite a bit since I brought up that topic, but yeah, they all lie, but it was interesting. Again, America, yeah. I thought you'd have better. Who's a better option though? I guess, but Trump is smarter than Will Sasso does a great scowl. Will Sasso, I've got videos of Eddie. You must be new around here, mate, because there's a couple of videos of Will Sasso already. If you go to my channel somewhere and type in Will Sasso, there's two-part video about him. Do you reckon Seagal would ever be in politics? Do you think Seagal will ever move into politics, or it's too late? I mean, there is an option for him to move into politics. So there is that. I mean, maybe not in America, but in Russia, he might move into politics. Could you imagine if Seagal was like vice president? Is there such a thing as vice president of Russia, or does Putin basically? Macron's wife is a man. It's funny you bring that up, Dino. I watched some movie. I watched a video with Piers Morgan and what's her name, Candace Owens, and Candace Owens was saying she basically stakes everything that what's his name? What's her name was a man, a woman born as a man. Her brother. She took over the life of her brother or some shit. It's very interesting. Biden forgot to remember to forget. No chance in hell. Yeah, look, I mean, if I'm being honest, again, as an outsider, none of them are great choices. You cannot tell me you don't have a better choice. Somewhere there's got to be a better choice, yeah? I would have thought. I wish H3 does politics. Who's H3? Is that H3 Ethan Klein guy or whatever? I don't understand how he's got like so many followers either. He's not a bad guy. I just don't. Some of these people's takes are interesting. They're all very one-sided. I watched the recent video again. I find Piers Morgan interesting. I don't like him. I don't hate him. I don't like him, but he has characters on. I'll give him that from both sides. He's probably one of the very rare channels now that actually has opposing views on to argue each other. And most of the time they just yell over each other. Don't get me wrong, but it's still fucking pretty interesting when you have both sides of the argument on. So I will give him credit for that. But I find that most people just go one way or the other very, very strongly without really caring too much about the I don't know, the substance behind it. You either hate one or you hate the other. I don't know if Australia's like that because I don't really follow Australian politics. I don't know if Europe's like that, like Italy, Germany, all those countries, Netherlands for those of you that are there. But it just seems like people just hate individuals. Could you imagine a Trump? Mate, Trav, I'll tell you, I go into right wing and left wing chats and I type in Seagal Trump 2024 or Seagal Biden 2024, and I think there's really a movement that could potentially start. I think it really could start soon, definitely. Yeah, imagine Neil Breen, Seagal, president, vice president. Obviously not in that order. Seagal would be president, Neil Breen would be vice president. But I mean, let's be real. There's probably a good solid 50 to 100 of us that would vote for Seagal, which probably won't get him into office. But is that enough to get him on the ticket? That's the question. And then beyond that, we could move into Breen 2028. 2028, Seagal would be what? What is it now? Seagal would be 76. So he's pretty much just as old as I would do Trump's daughter in the elevator. What about behind the dumpster? Dino, would you do it behind a dumpster or not? Only in the elevator. Democracy plus 2 wolves and a lamb voting on what's for dinner. Yeah, you're not wrong, Jan. It reminds me of that George Carlin clip where he talks about the illusion of choice. You know, you've got 2 choices of parliament, really, or political parties, government. You've probably got 2 or 3 choices of companies that run most things, most industries, but you've got about 27 choices for bagels. So they give you the illusion of choice. They make you feel like you have a choice in the matter when really you're doing what's doing. Paul Polito, what's going on, my friend? He is the character he plays in most movies. He's an ex-CIA guy. We all know that. He's a badass musician. He's had many ladies. He's actually had 2 wives and a girlfriend at the same time. 2 legal wives on different continents and a 3rd girlfriend. That's pretty impressive for anybody. Am I right, Kat, Sam? That's pretty impressive, yeah. A dude that's got 3 chicks, 2 officially married. Yeah. Blockbuster amazing films. Well, there's a lot of blockbuster. All of them are blockbuster amazing films. Seagal would have more trim in the White House. Yeah, I mean, Bill Clinton ain't got shit on Seagal. Let's be real. If Seagal was in the White House, he'd be impeached for sure. For sure. JFK was prolific. Yeah, look, again, I know more about American politics than I do about Australian politics, to be honest with you. And that's not saying that I know anything. I just happen to know more about American shit that's going on. I follow you guys because we basically follow you guys too in Australia. Not that I'm there currently, but the rest of the Western world follows what America does for the most part. C++, yeah. That would make Bill look like a saint. I don't know. For me, it's just very interesting. Does anyone really think that Joe Biden will actually be the nominee at that time in November? Will the poor fella actually make it? I mean, if I'm going to be honest, and this is again just someone looking from the outside, and I'm not a Trump person. I think he talks shit. I think he just says a bunch of stuff to get people riled up. I don't know how much substance is behind it. I can't really argue that. But at least he looks like he's not going to shit his pants or get lost on the way home. That's all I'm saying. That's my point. It looks like he's about to. It looks like elder abuse at this point. I mean, Jill, his wife, literally said to him afterwards, "You did really well. You answered every question." It's like, oh, you didn't die on stage. And then I don't know what Trump's people are saying to him, but he again just lies, pulls faces, makes up a bunch of shit, a bunch of histrionics, and appeals to people, and it works. So it's just I don't know. It's not great either way. It's just not ideal either way. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, America, someone comes in to help the nation, and the God help the rest of. You know what? That's why I always say, fuck these politicians. They're not going to help you. Whether it's Bob or Jane, they're all pieces of shit. Ultimately, you got to help yourselves. That's all it's about. Yeah, so help yourselves and have fun. That's all it's about. Anyway. Fuck Trump and fuck Biden. All right, my friends, what are we at? I think have I gone through the whole live stream video? Well, we're about 2.5 hours. I think we've covered. Someone did send me a video. I can't remember who it was. Was it Paolo? Maybe. Sent me a video about Seagal in an Italian interview, which was from 1992. So he would have been 40 years old when he did this interview. This is the infamous. Catch you later, Cat. Thanks for sticking by. Trump made it off stage by himself. Biden didn't help. Yeah. Fuck Trump. Honestly, fuck Trump. Fuck Biden. Fuck politics. Take care of each other. Take care of your family. Look after your friends. These pieces of shit ain't going to do shit for us. Kennedy, yeah, RFK's all right. He just why is it extra time though? Well, I was at 1-1 at the end of normal time. No, humongous, I didn't, man. You said that last time, but I didn't see no Pepsi challenge video. Where? No, man, I didn't see no what Pepsi challenge, bro. I didn't see no Pepsi challenge video. Who are you calling a piece of shit? Why are Jew getting political? Why are Jew getting political? That's funny. Byron trips. Too many stops in the game get added at the end. What the fuck are we talking about? Either I'm high as fuck or I got no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. One's talking about fucking yeah, and one but okay, now I'm on track. Too many stops in the game get added at the end. Okay, I'm okay. I was tripping balls for a sec. We were talking politics to some extent. Smarten up, cunts. Oh, that's a very fucking Aussie term, mate. Smart up, you fucking dickheads. You fucking stooges. You wankers. No, I didn't. Where the fuck's humongous? Where are you? You talking about Pepsi challenge, man? What's the Pepsi challenge? Is it this shit on Instagram? It's you know what? It's very interesting. How many? I'm guessing most of you guys are from the USA in the chat because that's amazing. Just sent the link. All right, you just sent me the link. Let's see what this is. How do I open this? All right, let's visit. I don't even know if I have an Instagram fucking page. Do I need to have an Instagram page for this shit? I don't have an Instagram page, man. Who the fuck uses Instagram? I don't have an Instagram page. USA, USA. Big Mike or Gavin gonna replace Clues. Who's Big Mike? Is that Mayhem? Thank you, my brother. We'll do, mate. I'll have that'll buy me a bottle of Samsung. I'm not going to waste the beer, mate. I'm going to grab a bottle of whiskey rum for you, my friend. I'm in Jomtien, so I'm about an hour and 20 minutes from BKK, from Bangkok. But if you're ever in Bangkok or Pattaya, mate, it's not that far. An hour and a half is nothing. That's literally how far I go to visit people in Australia across fucking suburbs. So, like I said earlier, if any of you guys are ever in Thailand, more so down towards Bangkok area, let me know and we'll have a catch up. So if you're ever in town, Mayhem, pop on by, my friend. We'll have a drink for sure, brother. I'll have a bat rolled for you and a cold one waiting for you, my friend. Yeah, you're right, Paul. I do need to get better at using Twitter. I've got a Twitter account, but I barely use it. I've got Instagram. I think I started it at one point, but I barely use it because I suck at all this shit, man. I'm just a dickhead making videos. You're right. I should improve. It's not an excuse. I have the internet at my fingertips. I should learn to become more efficient at this. I do have Twitter, I think. I don't. Yeah, I do have Twitter. If you look up Sensei Seagal OG, you get good at stalking. Yeah. Look, I used to Charlie's on off 900. I did used to have. I used to have Instagram. We still don't know you. We didn't actually get to my name. What did the poll say about the name? I can't even remember. Do people want to know the name or not? I'm confused. I thought people said keep it a mystery. I actually don't. See, we have polls, but we don't actually pay attention to them. I just do them for the sake of doing them. And I look a little bit, but I forgot. I don't know. I think people said no to the real name. Keep it mysterious. I mean, it's not a big fucking secret. My real name is Jesus. It's Harry, like Harry Potter. Yeah, so nice to meet you all officially. Those of you that have names and not monikers. I speak to some of you guys by email, so who might know my name anyway. I've got a few people that message me by email. Paolo, Trav messaged me the other day. I don't know if he's got my real name there, but there's a few people that message me anyway. So yeah, feel free to send. If you guys ever want to chat, send me an email. I'm always open to conversation with my fellow Seagalians. This is a movie called Horror Fucker. Yeah. Take care, MK. Good to see you, my friend. Eddie, take it easy, but I think it's I think we might call it a night anyway, guys. We've been in for about 2.5. I think the only thing we're going to watch was the Seagal interview in Italian. We'll have a quick look. But you too, brother. You have a good week, my friend. That's bullshit. What the fuck is it? It is. Dino. We're going to be racist. The only name that matters is Big Papa Tarantula Tits. That's my man, Leroy. That's my man. He knows. See you, those that live. Anyway, we'll finish up on this. I haven't actually checked this out yet. We're not going to watch all fucking 5 minutes of it, but this was Seagal on some Italian talk show where this was when he was running his peak Italian, I'm still Italian phase. He does walk like a even his walk. Look at his hand stride. That's why Van Damme was making fun of it. Here's a link if Sensei doesn't get to the Pepsi challenge. Well, where did you send it to me? We'll do the Pepsi challenge now. Actually, before I forget. All right, here we go. Okay. Fuck do I put? All right. All right. I'm on it, humongous. I'm on it. Don't come too. Okay. Take care, mama. Don't come too hard when you get home. Yeah, afraid. I've heard it's pretty fucking chilly in Melbourne now, mate. Every time I ring someone back home, they're all rugged up. Whereas I actually put on sleeves for you guys. I was going to wear a singlet, but I put on sleeves. What's this Pepsi challenge all about? Now, this is from Humongous. Humongous's idea to watch this. If this sucks, everyone feel free to let Humongous know. This has to be Steven Seagal related to some extent. All right, it's legendary already, Humongous. If no other reason, for the sheer fact that this guy's got a fucking awesome mo. Now, in Australia, we call that the Merv Griffin. Merv Hughes. I meant Merv Hughes. We call that the Merv Hughes in Australia. This guy was a legendary cricket player. For those of you that don't know, cricket is a shit sport that no one really cares about. But we call this the Merv Hughes because, Merv Hughes used to fucking have this hairstyle, Mo style. So we call that the Merv in Australia. Fred Eyes knows what I'm talking about. The Merv Hughes. That's right. He knows. That's my man. He knows.
Here is what you might call a dirty trick. Some people might call it unfair. We call it winning. Okay? In a violent confrontation, we have a set of rules that go 1 through 50. Rule number 1 is there are no rules. Rule 2 through...
Miser, it's not the Bavarian moustache. It's the Merv Hughes, mate, all right? You come to Australia, you call it the Merv Hughes. That's what it is.
Rule 50 is refer to rule number 1. We're going to show you these. Most likely...
Oh, hold on. This is interesting. We got someone interesting in the chat. Do you enjoy talking about people and slamming them down? You are a very ignorant person. Why do you talk about people? I don't know. In Marie Hansen. Who are you referencing exactly? This guy here with the Mo or Merv Hughes or I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's interesting. Please be more specific about who I'm hating on or being ignorant about.
We're going to have fun with some of these. First one is a spontaneous human response. Okay? You've got a problem, somebody's starting something, you reach into your pocket, you pull out the change, and it's all right.
Jan, take it easy, my friend. Thanks for turning up as always, brother. See you soon. Have a good night.
Automatic response. You can try this with your friends. Drop some money on the ground, they'll look down. This just fought, and if you look, when Greg looked down, even just bend slightly, he took his eyes off me, he looked down, strike. Okay, the other thing we can do.
Do you like free stuff? Leave a comment below and automatically get entered to win this upgraded Vietnam-era tomahawk. This video
Is I'm going to let you put the glasses on. It should
I mean, this is brilliant. This guy's a legend.
bring some diversions to the face. Okay, I'm a smoker. A lot of people are smokers.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, he's sticking the finger in the face, cigarette in the eye. Boom, automatic response. He snapped his head back. His entire body is open. Any strike you want.
I mean, for those of you that know about fighting, size doesn't matter. Demetrius Johnson would maul most people twice his size. For those of you that know who Mighty Mouse is, you know what he's capable of. But I don't know. This fella here looks like the biggest part of him is actually his moustache. That's probably the most prominent part of him is his moustache. But pocket sand is a real thing.
Okay, same thing with the change. He's sticking the finger in your face, right in the eyes. Okay, once again, the response, turn the head away. Now, if you really want to get dirty about it.
By the way, what's his name? Humongous. What's this got to do with the Pepsi challenge? This has nothing to do with the Pepsi challenge. I have no idea what this is. Uria, good to see you, my friend.
You've got a little bit of a scenario. You're at a party.
I stand corrected. Here's the Pepsi, obviously.
You're minding your own business. A big bully comes up and starts the rap.
You're kind of a jerk, kind of a little short, punky.
Okay? Is it dirty? Okay, but it works.
Hold on a second. If you spit shit in someone's eye, you're probably just going to piss them really the fuck off and they're just going to punch you in the face.
It works.
I mean, if someone spits that in my face, I'm going to headbutt them. That's my first move. I'm not going to cower down into a ball like this guy. Look at this guy. Someone spits in his face, so he puts his hands up and then No. It's not fucking poison. It's not acid. It's not Reptile from fucking Mortal Kombat.
Okay. Is it dirty? Okay, but it works. Another, where you might call it diversion. I normally wear glasses. Okay. He's going to be the bully.
Why don't you just take your little ass down the road, buddy? Why don't you just take...
If you're going to fight, I want to take my glasses off.
Oh, take your little glasses off.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, that was pretty... That sounds legit. When you throw your plastic glasses at someone...
Your little glasses off.
Okay. Hey, an immediate response.
So it looks like the whole point... yeah, Ty clinch to a headbutt. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. It looks like the whole premise of this is the other guy who you're attacking has to be a total bitch and curl up like a coward and basically let you do what they want. That seems to be part of... This glasses maneuver is almost as deadly as the... I don't know if you guys remember, I did a video, Bullshitto, with the hat. The guy had a hat and he was using it to disarm his attacker. The glasses is for the discerning four-eyed nerd like myself.
After throwing the glasses...
Yeah, I wouldn't toss him, Mayhem, mate. 1,400 pounds for glasses. You're better off just spit in his face, mate. Throw I don't know, throw some shit, reach into your ass, see if you can grab something out of there and just toss it at him. I wouldn't be tossing glasses either. Surely you're better off just grabbing lint out of your pocket. Maybe just spit in his face. Or just kick him in the nuts. That would probably be a better option. I don't know, just a theory.
Diversion would be to attack straight in. Okay? A lot of times they'll set them up for it. Like I said, if you smoke, you got change, whatever you have in your pocket is a potential weapon, and it's not necessarily a weapon that's going to put them out of action. It's going to buy you that half second to 1.5 seconds and pop.
Oh, yeah, no, it's great, Humongous. I mean, if there's any other videos like this, which it looks like there is, it looks like this guy's going to end up becoming a Bullshitto video very soon. Once I'm done with my other man with the nunchucks we saw earlier, it looks like this guy might be on the Bullshitto list. In fact, we might save him to watch later, so I don't forget.
Possibly change the outcome of a fight. A lot of times, by using the diversion, by change.
He's also got that cool, like, I'm guessing 80s hair, where he has to like run his hair through it, like that shit they do. They don't really do that so much anymore, but that's some 80s hair shit.
To 1.5
90s.
seconds, and possibly change the outcome of a fight. A lot of times, by.
I mean, this guy's a savage, though. He's got some thick hair on his head. He's got some vicious sideburns. That mo tells you he's got to. Say what you will about this guy. What's his name? I'll find it out eventually. I don't know what his name is, but Set Response Solutions. All right, we'll work it out. This guy's got some testosterone flowing. He's a real man's man. Real man's man. I imagine his chest hair is just bulging with fucking fur.
Using the diversion, inflicting a little bit of pain, you can save from having to go out and do a whole lot of pain and end up in a legal situation.
They've even got cool, like, 80s style, 90s music. Black and white slow-mos and shit as well.
Legal situation.
Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.
These guys have got 320,000 subs, mind you, just so we understand each other.
I wish it wasn't, but the world is becoming more violent almost every day. Your safety is your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
The safety of your loved ones may be your responsibility also. We bring you from TRS Direct and FightFast.com simplified self-defense techniques and strategies that you can employ easily. We only use instructors with real-world combat experience. Might be in the streets of America or in foreign countries, but all of the techniques that we will show you and teach you have been used to be able to preserve someone's safety. Self-defense that's simplified.
Let's see what this is right here. Let's go right here.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Fight Fast.
I'm getting demonetized for sure.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Fight Fast channel. Today we got
Definitely getting demonetized for that shit. This guy's just got a whole video of people getting knocked out. That was unnecessary. If I keep watching this shit, I'm definitely. Fucking microphone. Yeah, no, it's not your fault. My fault. Sorry, guys. Fucking. Does anyone know this bloke's name? Threat Response Solutions Mustache Man. I don't think that's how AI works. I don't think that's how search engines work. Oh, well, that sucks. I want to find this guy. Threat Response Solutions. Fight Fast. Maybe he's from Fight Fast. Yeah, it was a great choice. Fightfast.com. Let's see what we got here. Fuck, they've got their own website. I really hope it has the main guy's, what's this shit? Go away. Get my brutal fight enders for free. It's 15 ultra, are we watching this? 15 ultra filthy. It's Humongous going. See you, Humongous. See you, brother. I didn't see you saying you were going. Did you say you were going? Catch you, my friend. Take care. Thanks for coming, bro. Good to hear, Glowing. Good to see you. Happy, my friend. 15 ultra filthy, no nonsense fight moves taught to you by over a dozen of them. Yeah, that sounds like the internal martial arts fight camp. I spoke of filth, yeah. So easy, in fact, that nearly anyone, no matter what your size, strength, or skill level, can use them. These moves require no special knowledge. So these moves require no special knowledge. That means that they're not going to work. Very, very, very simple. It's ridiculous. Have blood on your hands. Black bag assassins, illegal cage fighters, stone cold street brawlers with hundreds of street fights. So what he's basically describing here is Charlie Zelenoff. Hundreds of street fights under their belt. Charlie fucking Z. Ruthless Chicago gang enforcers, decorated Delta Force special operatives, seasoned barroom bouncers, SEAL team badasses, Israeli anti-terrorist killers, Russian Spetsnaz experts. We know he's talking about there, Big Daddy Papa Dick. Papa Dumb Dick, I should say. Yeah, so this is the... Alright, so obviously this is bullshit. We're doing a video on this guy sometime soon, that's for sure. Alright, legends. I think we'll call it a night there. We're coming up to 2 hours and 40 minutes. I appreciate you all coming along to the ride. I hope you enjoyed the latest video. It has been released now. If you could all go and watch it at some point, that would be awesome for the algorithm. Maybe drop a comment. Interesting stuff from around the world. I have seen one of his videos, yeah. I can't remember what it was about. Glowing Breen video coming next week, my man. I'm hoping to have 3 done between now and next week. I might not show them all. Lawman, the Emu video is separate, and then Breen. So, coming soon, my friend. But in the meantime, thank you all for coming. For everyone that came from the start, appreciate it. Mayhem, Adam Fisher, those that contributed with Super Chats, thank you as always. It is truly appreciated during these tough times. I appreciate that you actually find enough value to do that. So thank you, guys. To anyone from Patreon as well, thank you. I hope you all have a great week. If you all want to have a chat, send me an email. Otherwise, keep an eye out for the new videos. You're all fucking legends, and I love you all. Thank you for spending your weekend with me. Champions. And I hope to see you all soon. Hopefully some of you will come for a visit in Thailand soon. Take it easy, my friends. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.